good morning, my lovely little cumber darlings. How are we today? How are we? How are we? Let's put me on screen, perhaps? Maybe? If you want to. Oh my god, you're so cute! Hello, Naru. Hello, Red. Hello, Comfy. And hello... I never know how to say your name. Nacional Patates 1. You're Patate now. And hello, Cuba. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Good morning. That's how Swedes greet each other. Yeah. Well, that's how I greet people. I don't know why I've said it for so many years. Probably because at one time I found it funny and now it's just stuck, you know? It's like when people always said welcome when you joined a guild in video. And at least I don't say welcome, you know? I don't think we have that in the pond. Good morning, good morning. How are we today? Are we Gucci? Oh my god. Welcome in. That's a wake-up call for sure. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the pond. I hope you can breathe underwater, and pond water is good for your skin. Because I say so. Yeah. Why are we listening to this song? This is not the song I wanted to listen to. God damn, they look heavy. Shall I hold them for you? Listen. I'm underwater. Nothing is heavy underwater. I am perfectly fine. Really hot VTuber model. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My parents made me very pretty. Good genes, good DNA, I suppose. Or I guess the lab people choose good DNA when they made me. Not sure. I liked the little detail on the mole on the chest. Right? It's so cute. Finally, someone mentioned it. I love this mole. I also have one. I have one there, two there. Yeah, that's it, I think. Let's not get banned, hopefully. I don't know, then Booba only gonna slow her down. Listen, it only forces me to sleep on my back. That's the only thing. But honestly, as I said, I live underwater. I can float around. It's perfectly fine. They are feet with claws. I have a lot of claws. Hello, Arwen. Welcome in, welcome in. So what's the plan today? Well, I think my title says it all, but to be more like precise, I suppose. So what are you, like a fish? They call me a fish. They call me a gremlin. But technically, I'm a bunfish. Which means a bunny, X, a dolphin, X, a human, X, something else that we don't know about. I was unfortunately made in a lab. I'm a lab project, you know? So, bunfish. Hey, I'm the guy who calls you Mommy 10 ago. Sorry for that, dude. What does Mommy 10 mean? Listen, I have people calling me Mommy all the time, which is still very confusing. And I'm just, like, the only thing that it tells me is that a lot of people have mommy issues. Maybe I should cash in on that. I'm not very motherly, though. I don't know, guys. Flat is justice. Don't let her Swedish deception fool you. Summon me when it's time for Warframe. Until then, I'll unclog washing machine. Unclog a washing machine? Good luck. Well, hopefully you get the Warframe tingles when I enter the game. I mean, 10 days ago. Oh, damn. You keeping track. I don't. Time doesn't exist for me, honestly. I'm a certified plumber. Holy, damn. That's cool. You sure? Try Ara Ara and we'll show you who mumbly are. Ara Ara. Did that feel motherly? What does Ara Ara mean? What does it mean? I need to Google this. Ara Ara meaning. Ara Ara is a Japanese expression often used by older women, meaning oh my, well. Oh shite. I usually say oh my days. Does it mean I'm an older woman? I don't know. I think I need like a deeper, sexier voice to say ara ara like people want to, and I do not. I sound like a pleb. If I try to lower my voice, it hurts my throat. Okay, let's try. Ara ara. No, that sounds so weird. That makes me cringe. That makes me cringe. Listen, you put yourself in the basement. I have never once mentioned a basement until you brought it up. And I was like, well, you seem to like it there, so stay there. What are you gonna play today? Warframe. But first, we're gonna watch some videos. We have some ghost videos, because I haven't watched any ghost videos for so long, guys. It's been way too long. Could be worse. At least I'm not getting forced to bark here. Why is ara ara a thing? I don't get it. I think... what was I going to say? I think like... I don't know. What's a sexy word? Free food? I think that's sexy. Yeah, I do not have the ara ara voice. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do it. It needs to be like low and breathy, and I can't. I can't without cringing myself out. Hey, can you do me a favor? Depends on the favor. Uvu. Uvu. No, I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm an awful internet waifu. I can't do the cool things. Uvu, uvu. I don't even know how to like pronounce that. Oh, I was gonna say I think darling is way cuter than ara ara. Damn, even my uvu is better than that. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm not good at these things. I can't. People just assume I can because somehow they like my voice and think it's deep and cool or something. But I'm like, I'm useless, guys. I'm useless. I just sound like this. I'm forced to sound like this. And that's all I can do. Can you say swearing doesn't make you cool? Well, I did. Swearing doesn't make you cool, that's for sure. But I have never bothered, like, it doesn't bother me when people swear. Maybe because I grew up with people who swear all the time. I mean, it's a different thing if you notice people just swearing because they want to swear. Like, they force the swearing into, like, every sentence. But then you also meet people who just do it automatically, like it's in their blood, you know? There's a difference. Done with washing machine. Oh, damn, that was quick. Sounds average sweet to me. You got a good sense of humor, though. I do. I never thought of myself as funny. I think I'm kind of boring. I'm just dumb, guys. I'm just dumb. I'm just stupid as hell. There's nothing special about me. Oh, what song is this? I haven't heard this in so long. Titanic, Jackson Wang, Rich Brian. Oh, I like that one. Oh, okay. We're gonna watch things. I am excited. We do have this Where Winds Meet lore of Kai Feng, but first I want to watch Ghosties because I haven't watched any Ghosties for so long. I don't know. I like our little Danish Swedish cat fights. Well, listen. Danish and Denmark as a whole is like a free punching bag. Guys, remember this. You can always punch down on Denmark. That's basically what that little country was made for, all right? Actually, never been to Denmark. That's I mean, I guess that's good. Good for me. But I kind of want to go to Denmark. Can you watch Chainsaw Man trailer? I will give you. What will you give me? Nothing. Then I won't. Duh. Duh. Do you think I'm cheap? Do you think I'm free? Hell no. Yeah, let's go. I haven't watched Shane much. I tried to watch the first season, but I lost interest after 2 episodes. But it looks cool. It looks cool. And then I've seen like 5,000 edits of Chainsaw Man on TikTok, so it kind of feels like I've seen the entire season 1. No, you're confusing Denmark for Sweden or Zealand, which is pseudo-Swedish anyway. Listen, Denmark is like the cousin of the 3 big cool people, aka Norway, Sweden, Finland, and then we have Denmark. Like, what are you? You're even placed underneath us. So even the world says you're below us. So I mean, you can't argue with the actual world, you know, with the actual freaking atlas. Hello? But I do want to visit Denmark. You have, I think you have cheap alcohol or something. People go there. Or is it the boat thing? I don't remember. Nah, with the data keeping you all on our shoulders. I guess you can look at that way. That's fair enough. Okay, let's see. Did I put some...
On December...
Ooh! Holy, no, that was very loud for me. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I haven't watched any ghost videos for so long. Oh, you're welcome to come visit anytime. Yay! What do you even do in Denmark? Don't you have like a free little... what's it called? Like an outlaw place in Denmark where you can like do all the drugs. I kind of want to go there just to check it. Or was it in Denmark? Am I confusing it with something else? No, I think it was Denmark. I also want to go to Amsterdam just to check out the red light district before it's like gone. Oh yeah, Christiania. Oh yes, Christiania. That is. I have a few friends who went there, and they said it was very interesting. I kind of want to see for myself. Let's go. Ghosties! I love my ghosties!
7th of 2025, a father named Steven uploads a video showing security footage of his bedroom. What concerns him about this video?
I love that he has 3 butterflies on his wall. Is this in a grown adult's bedroom? Or am I dissing a child? Hopefully it's a grown adult.
Is the fact that his daughter often plays here alone. And something else. As of recent, he and his family have been keeping their distance from this room, and it has to do with a video recording that Steven took of their bedroom door. According to Steven,
the bedroom door, not the door
moving on its own.
Not the freaking door. This could never work at my place, because like my cats are opening everything. They're opening doors. They're opening wardrobes. They're opening drawers, like all the time. It could even be a ghost in here who does those things, but I wouldn't know because my cats are on top of it. It's not quite as well as it used to be. Don't take any free brownies there though, unless you plan on getting knocked out. Yeah. I wouldn't. Like I'm not very interested in drugs. I'm just interested in like to see how it operates, you know. It's a haunted door, guys.
In stuttering movements, the door opens and halts by itself before suddenly closing shut. But just before it closes, the lights go out. Now,
okay, that's kind of freaky. The ghost was like, I'm just gonna leave you here in the dark. Enjoy. I would piss my pants, not gonna lie.
What's really unsettling is that we don't just hear the lights going off, but eerily, we see it too. It's the sudden flip of the switch followed by the closing door that makes Steven think this wasn't some random incident caused by a draft or anything like that, but rather by something else. If no one by the doorway had flipped the switch, then what did? Now after watching this video, one can see why Steven doesn't like being alone here. However, this wouldn't be the only footage to convince many that something weird is going on with this bedroom. In another video taken before this, Steven noticed something that he hadn't seen at first. One night, while Steven was playing with his daughter, he captures this.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. That one hurt. Okay, you want me to make buckets now?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna catch it.
Oh, you want to catch it and then put it?
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Yeah.
What was that sound? I was supposed to see something.
I'm gonna catch it.
Oh, you want to catch it and then put it?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yay! Yeah!
Steven didn't notice it at first, but for a split second, one of the slats opens up before closing immediately. Only a single slat raises up momentarily, just enough to suggest that someone was peeking through. But that wouldn't be possible, because according to Steven, this room is on the 2nd floor.
There's no possible way somebody can just come up here and move the blinds.
It's because
aren't the
of this
blinds
fact
on the
that makes what
inside?
happens next that much more unsettling.
Anyway?
Take a look.
Yeah. Yay! Yeah! You want the small one?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, oh.
That's
Sorry.
amazingly
It's too
bad
small.
throw, Dad.
Oh, you got it. No, almost. I mean, you hit SpongeBob though. Yay! Last one. 3.
Now, as if things couldn't get any creepier, Steven points out something that makes this whole occurrence even more terrifying.
I just want to bring up security footage, POV from when it happened. I'm just gonna zoom in and you just tell me what you see.
Oh, you got it.
There are no fingers. There are no fingers.
No, because it's a ghost, obviously. You can't see the ghosties.
It's already strange enough that the room is on the 2nd floor, Not sure what exactly was at the window or what had switched off the lights in his most recent video, Steven can't help but think that something paranormal had taken place.
Hello, Autocons.
Both he
Hello,
and his
welcome
family
in.
continue to share stories of creepy experiences they've had in this room, but so far, no new footage of anything strange has been captured.
Oh my god!
Like most
Welcome in,
videos,
welcome in,
this
people.
one
Thank you for the
remains a
follow.
mystery.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello there.
Now this next video comes from a restaurant
Welcome in,
that's
welcome
based in
in.
Arizona,
Thank you for the
where
follow.
apparently something strange was caught on camera inside its storage room. One night, as employees were serving up customers in the front, something downright creepy occurred in the back. It was only after Cameron, a staff member at the eatery, saw the footage and showed everyone else that less workers started
What
coming
is that?
to this area. The following is what they saw.
I was doing the till this morning. Look at that.
Oh, what?
Right there.
Hi, how are you? I'm good, I'm good. How are you? I enjoy
Hello
creepy
there.
videos. Me too, me too. Hello there.
No, wait. It gets better. It gets better. That's not it. It gets better. Look up here.
What is that?
Right there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Remember the bar this morning, Susie? I showed you
Yes.
that demon rabbit from hell? No, wait. Look.
The demon rabbit from hell? I think we're missing some lore here.
Is that a face right there, guys? No, look. Oh my
What?
God. It just moved.
It literally.
Watch it. Put your eyes on it. See?
Ew.
See?
Is that supposed to be a face?
I
It's
know,
literally
right?
gone.
I think it's pretty cool, actually.
On the surface of this fridge, a face can be seen. And what's creepier is that it doesn't just stay in place, but also moves around. Almost as if knowing it's being
Oh, now I see the face. Do you guys know what I saw first? I was like, it looks like a raccoon. But now I see it. Now I see it. It's like, it looks like a boy who has a very interesting haircut. And here's the face, right? Eyes, nose. We can draw a mouth for him. He's happy. Gorgeous. I love Obi-Wan too. I'm doing good. What was watching cooking videos and decided to check what YouTube stream today. Oh, nice, nice. Cooking videos, damn.
watched. It turns its head towards the camera as if to say, I see you. But
That's
that's
a-
not all.
isn't that
because
a
just
very
then, the
short
face
ghost?
disappears. While the restaurant has already seen plenty of weird stuff around
Or maybe
here
not.
before,
I wouldn't
it's
know.
this video in particular that has them the most spooked, and understandably so, especially when considering
Is
that
it like
few
a
months back,
child?
another strange incident was caught on camera. On this particular
A
night,
small
it was
ghost.
closing time at the restaurant when a staff member noticed the emergency exit at the back was left open. As he says, he was walking cautiously towards the exit door when he felt a sudden tap on his shoulder.
He's just gonna leave the door
Seeing no
open?
one else
Really?
around, it makes no sense for this to have appeared. To the worker, this had to be the thing, or perhaps the hand that touched his shoulder. The quality of the footage makes it hard to tell, but there's no denying that something appears close to his neck before it goes away. Whatever it was, he
It's a
felt it.
ghost finger.
Now the employees who've seen this cannot figure out what this was. Cameron, who shared this video, thinks there's no other explanation except for the restaurant being haunted. There have been more than a few times where something unexplainable occurred here, but despite these two videos and all the others, it's the following footage he shares that I think is perhaps the freakiest.
Imagine working in a haunted restaurant where the ghosts just throw things around. I would be so annoyed. It's like, nah, you're making me work more. Stop it, ghosty. If you're gonna be here, you need to be chill.
It's late at night when a staff member began to record the fridge inside the storage room.
Uh-oh.
According to him, he thought he saw someone's reflection in the fridge as if somebody was standing just out of view. But what's odd is that no one was in the back. Take a look.
Okay. I'm looking. I am looking. Huh? Guys, I'm not seeing anything. I'm blind. Hello? Oh, okay. That's rude.
While looking at something that frankly
What if
might
he
be
had
due to
stood even
pareidolia,
closer to this thing and gotten it in the head? Oh my god. Is this an evil ghost? Why are you so mad? Well, if they're stuck in a kitchen, in a restaurant kitchen, I suppose I'd be pretty mad too. Odd. Very odd.
this happens. A broken locker door swings open.
I was
on
like thinking, how do a ghost get stuck in a restaurant kitchen? But I guess there's a lot of explanations for that. Maybe it wasn't a restaurant to begin with.
the way. It flies open right when he gets close, despite appearing fully shut. Had he just taken a few more steps forward, things
He would
could have
gotten
ended
it in
very
the
badly
face.
for him. Luckily, that doesn't happen. But still, even with no injury sustained, the scare itself left an impact.
Maybe it was
is
just a
weird that
warning.
He thought he saw a face in the fridge, but again, it could have just been pareidolia. Yet seeing the video before where a face
Pareidolia?
appears, which happens to be on the same fridge, makes you wonder if he actually saw
So
something.
it's probably something
before.
else before being turned into a
Perhaps,
restaurant.
like the rest
Yeah.
of the video seemed to show, it's
A
not the
kitchen is a
whole
dangerous
restaurant that's
place. That
haunted.
is true. That is
Maybe
true.
it's just the kitchen area. But whether haunted
Also,
or
welcome
not,
in, welcome
I'll
in.
let you come up with your own conclusions. Just what exactly is going on at this restaurant?
I love that I thought that freaking face looked like a raccoon at first.
Joey
Jesus
Wilson is
Christ.
a father who lives in Sacramento, California, where he and his family have been happily living for the past few years. But not everything has been entirely pleasant at home. Things between him and the
Especially when there's a
quote-unquote
zero in
neighbor
there.
have gotten very strange.
That's true.
According to Joey,
I can't
there's
cook.
an old lady who keeps peeking at him through his bushes in the
Huh?
backyard. She often appears in this area, just staring at
An
him
old
from a
lady?
distance. Now, he's already called police to remove this person from his property, as he believes it could have been an elderly person who was lost.
Yeah, I was
and
just gonna say,
confused.
isn't this someone
But when
just
police
living in
came,
the woods?
They couldn't
maybe?
find anyone, let alone any traces of a person who was hiding. If no one was there, then how is it that Joey was able to record a face hiding in the bushes? Take a look.
Where's the face? Am I gonna get scared? Probably.
She's back in here trying to fucking find a way into my... Do you see her?
No, this gave me goosebumps. This gave me that's freaky as hell. What the? It must be a real person, right? Because I mean, even if you called the police and they were like checking the place, if this is a person who lived in the forest for many, many years, they probably know where to hide, right? The police wouldn't. Oh god, that's creepy as hell. Oh my, oof, ooh, I can't even look at this. It's
Oh
bleh.
my god. It's right.
It's here. It's here. You can see the eye here. Here's the nose. Here's the eye. Oh god, that's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. I would be so terrified. And he's just standing there, staring back at it. I guess he's more annoyed at this point. But holy crap, that's freaky. That's freaky. Ew, real.
How scary is that? Oh my god. Dude.
She's even moving.
What the she's crawling through all this bro.
The supposed old lady that Joey keeps seeing in his backyard is briefly seen on camera, but if you look closely, something about her seems a bit off. It's the way she appears that might be the reason why so many think this wasn't a stranger, but instead, something else. Whether it's the pale complexion or the unnatural movement of this figure,
something else.
Joey has found
Of course, this person looks strange. They're living in the forest, crawling around in a person's bushes. Like, it wouldn't look like normal, right? Jesus. Oh, hello, Carmarone. Welcome in, welcome in. Good afternoon, good morning, good day, whatever it is for everyone.
necessary to build a fence in front of the bushes where it keeps showing up. But even with the barrier set up, the visitations haven't stopped. Because recently, in a photo that Joey snapped, what looks like an arm can be seen resting on a branch where the old lady was spotted. Now apparently, some say that a face can also be seen here, but personally, I don't really see anything else.
I don't see
While it could
a
just be a
face
case
at
of
all.
pareidolia, there's no way that the same can be said about this video.
I mean, it could just be a crackhead
Clearly,
that stumbled in
something
there.
is moving,
Yeah.
And as Joey and many
Either
others
way,
think, something about
creep
it just
as
didn't
hell.
feel right.
Humans
Perhaps nightmare fuel
are
would be the
scarier than
best way
ghosts.
to describe what
I
was
will
captured.
live and die on this hill.
Recorded in March of 2023, footage of a house undergoing construction was shared online after something in it happened that terrified the person who caught this. That person is known as Deaf Paddler, and if you couldn't guess by his nickname, he was born deaf. Now, even though he's unable to hear, he's still able to work. And by work, I mean work. One look at his social media, and you'll find videos of him either building a kayak from scratch or working on a property undergoing major construction.
Holy, that's cool.
But if you keep looking, you'll find a video that's entirely different from the rest.
Okay.
On March 10th of 2023, Deaf Paddler uploads a video describing a property he's currently remodeling. Although no words are said, you can tell that he's freaked out. Now Deaf Paddler goes on to show the rest of the house, but it's while doing so that things get very strange. This is what he caught.
The quality is so bad. That's why we will know we can actually see a ghost. Ooh!
While recording in the basement,
They
the
only
chair
show
suddenly
up
moves
if it's a
forward,
really bad
but it
quality
doesn't
video.
just move in any direction. Rather, it slides towards Deaf Paddler, who promptly rushes out in a panic frenzy. Like someone offering a seat, the chair becomes immediately available.
Maybe
but it's
the
way
ghost
it
was just
vigorously
lonely.
advances towards him that paints a totally different picture. As it seems, his presence there was unwanted. From working on this house that was built in 1949 to seeing this, it's no mystery why Deaf Paddler was
1949?
convinced
Holy.
that something supernatural had taken place here. Now there are plenty of videos where pareidolia seems to explain the supposed paranormal thing we see
What
from
the
a
frick is
distance.
pareidolia? You can just throw things out there without me explaining. Pareidolia. Pareidolia is the physiological tendency to see meaningful patterns, especially faces in random, ambiguous vision. Okay, I see.
But every so often, that explanation doesn't quite hold up. On December 6th of 2025, a strange video was posted by a man who thought he was just seeing things. It was shared on his social account, which primarily consists of places that he's traveled and family videos. This clip, however, is neither of those. Molina says that he took this video way back when he was waiting inside a hospital. As he was waiting, he heard a loud noise come from outside. He thought it came from the car that was parked out front, so he takes a closer look and notices
Okay.
something in the passenger seat. But that's strange, because as it seems, this vehicle has been abandoned for quite some time. Watch closely.
Estamos en este momento en el microhospital, escuchamos un golpe
Welcome in, Yedaya. Welcome
y
in.
nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno,
A
¿quién está entrando?
stalker?
Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro. Y miramos dentro del auto y dijimos, oh,
Ah,
es el
okay. I kind of see the face, but
auto. Qué mierda, Lo peor de todo es que no queremos salir.
that's a very oddly shaped face. If it is a face, it's like it's a square head.
O sea, no, un miedo, la puta madre. Lo peor de todo es que se mueve adentro del auto y no hay nadie. O sea, ahora vamos a ir a controlar el auto. Pero parece como si fuese un reflejo.
Okay, the fact that it's moving around makes it more odd than if it would be just completely still. Oh, then it's back. That's odd. That's odd.
sea, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina.
The way I would not
Piel de gallina. Cagazo.
get close to this car. Oh, he just opened the door as well?
Nadie.
What the frick?
Nadie. Yeah.
Okay. I would never. What if you touch this car and now this ghost is attached to you? Like, you need to think what's it called? 2 times ahead? You don't want the ghost attached to you. All I'm saying. That's freaky as hell. I think. Some stuff must have happened in the car to make it haunted. The Spanish rambling makes it funny, not gonna lie. Then you have a new friend that is always with you, Zero. I would prefer to be alone, I believe.
Montón.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy. Not gonna lie. I have never touched that car. Kudos to this man. If the face just appears now, it's gonna be weird. Oh, that's odd. That's really odd. That's really freaking odd. Creepy. And then it moves down again. Is it gonna move back in the same pattern?
No.
Like last time? Like, why is he still sitting here? I would have run the other way. You're saying. Oh no, shit, that's freaky.
Perhaps
Oh, and then
it
it appeared up here
he takes
instead.
a closer look at the vehicle,
That's so
but as he
odd.
checks all
Oh
around,
god, that
he
gave me
finds no one.
goosebumps.
If anyone was
Ew.
pulling a prank on him,
I
the
did not
backseat
expect
would have been
that.
a convenient space to hide in. Yet, as we see, the
Ew.
space is clear.
Ew.
So understandably, Molina walks away, now feeling more scared. He takes another look, and out of nowhere, the face shows up again. Only this time, more terrifying than before.
It's creepy as hell.
Freaked out, Molina ends the recording and shares the video on his page. It's the only recent video on there, which for some reason doesn't have much info or any context. But with or without it, this video is still pretty creepy. As with all videos, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Gross. Very gross.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any
Got
ghost videos you'd
ghosts?
like me to check
Hell
out
no.
and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. In the following video, a man named May Rosette moves into a new apartment, unaware that his first night staying there would be a terrifying experience. In July of 2023, Rosette makes a video after multiple nights of seeing and hearing things in his new place. It's become so frequent that he felt the need to document what was happening. Maybe, as he believes, people would offer advice on how to stop the strange activity if they saw it. So, he begins to record.
Okay, so this is my apartment.
Uh-huh.
Guys, so I moved here in around July, and at least I think around it was like last week.
Does he live alone? That makes it even worse.
I moved in, and half of his face, but it looked like white ghostly. I don't know what it is, but very weird. It was very weird. But then all of a sudden, it's just crazy. Oh snap!
It's
What
a
the
haunted
heck?
door again.
What the heck? Hello?
Don't talk to it.
What the heck? Y'all see that? Man, that thing drove by itself, and there's no wind drag or nothing. Look at the fan, look at that fan, the fan working. What the heck? Y'all saw that, right? what I'm talking about. It's doing it by itself. Nobody there. The frick is wrong with this?
Why is he so chill? Like, oh my god. Him being so chill makes me scared.
And to me, now.
And he's still like in the dark as well. Like, turn on the freaking light.
I ain't gonna
Turn on the freaking light.
And usually come on. But goodness gracious, that was just weird. But this is what I'm talking about. And then 2 days ago, I decided, because I didn't get no videos from last week.
While talking about previous experiences, his door abruptly opens, and this happens while talking about a figure that he saw in the corner of his room. Whether a coincidence or not, he was still spooked, as there was no way that his door could have opened unless there was a draft caused by a ceiling fan, but as he shows us, it's off. While it could be the case
it's
that
like,
he
I just
actually
live with a
talks
ghost,
about
it's no big
paranormal,
deal.
it's still
Yeah.
not strong enough to support his claims that his place is extremely haunted as he says it is. But one night, he captures this.
Oh,
After
no.
setting up a camera
Oh,
pointing its
no.
hallway, Rosette records something overnight that completely shakes him up. Suffice to say, staying here was no longer an option for him. Take a look.
Oh, I don't want to see. I want to, but I don't want to, you know? Why is the quality so shite again? What am I looking at? Is this the thing? Is someone peeking out here? Oh!
Now it's hard to see at first, but if you look
I just scared
closely,
myself.
you can see something moving in the dark.
I just scared myself.
It appears
Oh my
on
god.
the right side of the apartment, almost as a white speck.
Somehow
It's there,
I managed
but
to
then
drop my
moments later,
mouse
it's not.
on the floor.
Here's a side-by-side comparison to see the difference. Looking at both images, it seems that someone or something had been inside Rosette's place. To him, this was the shadow figure.
But why would he keep it dark? Why didn't he keep, like, the lights on? Because what I'm understanding is that this and this is just appearing, right? Whatever that is. Too
Now
pricey.
it's hard to see at first, but if you look closely, you can see something moving in the dark. It appears on the right side of the apartment, almost as a white speck. It's there, but then moments later, it's not. Here's
Yeah,
a
like you can't
side-by-side
really see
comparison
what
to see
this
the
is supposed to be.
Looking at both images,
It could be a
seems that
glitch, but who
someone
knows?
or something had been inside Rosette's place. To him, this was the shadow figure that kept showing up at night, especially near his room. And now,
Honestly, I don't really believe in stuff like that. 98% of the time they are easily debunked. Reflections, air drafts, or third party acting like a ghost. That's why the vid is so bad, no one would easily notice. Yeah, that's the sad part, right? As soon as you actually, people actually like manage to catch a ghost on camera, it's always this kind of quality, right? So it makes it hard to believe.
he's caught it on camera. But unfortunately, not many people have seen this video, which perhaps is the reason why he hasn't continued to post or share any updates on the situation. It's been 2 years now, and these 2 videos are the only footage on his account.
Okay, that makes it even weirder. Because maybe he wanted to start like a scary video thing, and then he just got
Thanks
tired.
for watching, and I hope you
Lost
enjoyed.
interest.
Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon.
Thank you,
so don't miss any
Bisara
uploads in the
Babbo.
future. Also, be sure to check out the official TikTok account for this channel. That being said, until next time.
Bye-bye. Okay, then we have some nukes top 5. I've missed 3 videos. I wonder if it's gonna be like the same thing. Who knows? Scary videos that will make you pee a little. Okay, I'm excited.
Oldest and reportedly most haunted hotels. Guests and staff have been reporting strange activity here for decades. Objects moving on their own.
Okay.
Unexplained voices and footsteps echoing through the halls. And doors opening and closing for no reason. So, Martha and her husband are staying at the Santa Maria Inn with their border collie, Oreo. They're walking down a hallway when their dog starts acting a bit strange.
Just a little? Yeah, apparently. Okay, I must admit, it's always scary when the animals react to something you can't see. That's the worst. If I'm not peeing by the end of this video, I'm a call a scam. Yes, same. Same. Nuke stop 5, if you don't keep your promise, I'm gonna be sad.
He's looking at the bench. Oriole's freaking out, guys. And there's somebody sitting there. He doesn't want to go by it. That's alright, come on. Come on.
I mean, I'm always more like, I believe in the animals more than humans, right? If they act weird, I kind of have to believe it. Especially if like it's this kind of thing where they seeing something that we can see. It's another thing if they like scared of like a huge truck or something, because that makes sense. But you can't see anything here. And the dog is like, it's something really weird there.
Yeah.
The dog Oreo freaks out and wants nothing to do with the bench.
His name is Oreo.
Hallway.
That's so
He
cute.
jumps back, growls, and flat out refuses to go near it. But that's not all that happens in this video, because it's what they hear on the recording later that makes their skin crawl.
What the f*** did he say?
On playback, as Oreo is running away from the bench, a chilling disembodied voice whispers,
From the bench?
Come back, come back.
That's alright, come on.
The bench is talking,
Now,
guys.
Martha originally recorded this
What the
video of the
frick?
dog's strange reaction over 5 years ago, but she says she only recently realized that she also captured this chilling, unexplained voice calling out for their dog.
Just now, after 5 years?
Unseen attack.
A new attraction in town is sure to leave even some skeptics a little spooked. The Savannah Paranormal Museum is now open down on West Boundaries. Yikes.
The Savannah Paranormal Museum in downtown Savannah, Georgia is dedicated to the city's long haunted history and all things paranormal. The museum also houses a large collection of supposedly haunted artifacts and dolls from around the world. And many believe these very items have actually led to the building itself being
Dolls?
haunted.
Without being haunted is freaking scary.
But lately, activity at the museum seems to be escalating and becoming more aggressive.
Well, if you're collecting
One
haunted
morning, the
dolls,
museum's podcast producer JT Timmons
it would
is
make
working
sense.
at the front desk when something happens that terrifies him.
was that a coughing sound? What? Did he just spasm out? What happened?
First, JT hears a cough from somewhere nearby. And he turns to look, but there's no one there. In fact,
The way I would never work at a museum that collects haunted dolls. That's setting you up to be haunted. Just saying.
he's the only person in the building. Then something shoves him hard into the desk. He grabs his laptop and just hurries
The dolls
out of the
are not
museum.
happy.
Just a week later, and the group is conducting a paranormal investigation inside the Savannah Paranormal Museum. What happens next is chilling.
Okay.
It's dude, this is crazy.
What?
One of the paranormal investigators is slammed in the back by an unseen force, nearly knocking him to the ground. So did the Paranormal Museum capture 2 real ghost attacks on camera? You can check out their full video covering both incidents over on their YouTube channel, Haunted City Studios, and judge for
Aren't
yourself.
they like, I don't know.
Invisible guest.
Crampy?
A young woman named Sydney is invited to be a bridesmaid
Hello,
at a family
Dilu.
wedding.
Hello. Welcome in.
She's thrilled, especially when she finds out that the bride's parents have rented a nice old Airbnb for her family to stay at all week. But her excitement fades fast, because from the moment they arrive, Sydney notices that her dog starts acting strangely at the bottom of the staircase.
Oh, I think we have seen
as if
this.
Something there is really disturbing.
Yeah, we have seen this, right?
We were just out walking my dog. And when we came in, we heard...
The ghost is gonna like grab the leash or something. I think we saw this in a Bizarre Bub video.
Jesus Christ.
Like, this is whatever. Thank you for the hydrate. Like, the window was clearly open, so... But the weird part is like... I don't care about balloons moving. But the weird part is the leash soon. When she pans over to the dog. Here. That's odd.
Some unseen force seems to suddenly pull the dog's leash
Like, what
upward
the hell?
before it falls back around the dog's neck. The clip alone is creepy enough, but if you listen closely, right before the leash seems to be yanked upward, you can hear what sounds like footsteps running up the old wooden staircase.
Oh, that's why she pants over.
Sydney has no idea what could have made the dog's leash fly upward like that.
Okay, so this is the leash. If this moves, I'm literally going to run.
He's gonna move? I don't remember.
There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something.
Again, the dog reacts as if there is something there, but Sydney can't figure out what's going on. However, she's starting to notice a pattern. The dog only freaks out at the bottom of the stairs, never near the top.
I just found a door back here. So I don't think that it's what's
like
on
this.
the stairs. I think it's
The ghost
something
is gonna
that's
snatch her
underneath.
phone. It's kind of funny.
The door is locked. Obviously, it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up.
As she looks around, she realizes that there's a locked door at the back of the stairs. Sydney and her sister decide to investigate the strange door, and what they find is absolutely chilling.
So this is the switch. You guys can see their light is on right there. I wonder if...
Not gonna lie, Airbnbs scares me. Just the concept of it scares me.
Just maybe there's something right behind the door. Oh my god.
As Sydney pulls her phone back, someone seems to turn the doorknob and yank the door. Sydney is terrified. She thinks that maybe there is someone else in the Airbnb with them.
I sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb asking, like, hey, is there
Imagine if
someone
there's like
else
some
renting it out
parasite
as
shite
well
going
as
on,
us,
or like
or
people
what?
living in the
Because
basement. Yeah.
There's a room
Like
under
you
the
would, you
stairs that
wouldn't
we
know,
can get
right?
into. There's it's locked, so I didn't know. And basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week.
So now Sydney begins to wonder if they caught something paranormal when they had the bizarre encounter at the door. They go back to record again.
The way she just tucks her phone underneath the door is
turn.
Is kudos. I wouldn't. I would never.
to it?
Yeah. Scary. Okay. Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
Ooh, dum. Hello, Foreign. Hello. Welcome in. It's gonna snatch it soon, I think. The ghost is like, this phone is mine now. If I remember it correctly. No, okay. Oh, the way she pulls it back still, like, it scares me. Ah! There we go! The ghost had enough. It's like, this is mine now. What you gonna do? Oh my. Yeah, and now the phone just stands up and falls down.
Suddenly,
Very
something yanks
odd.
the phone right out of her hand. Then there's a second pull, just enough to start the phone sliding down what looks like a set of stairs on the other side of the door. And then, weirdest of all, the phone seems to lift back up and point toward the door before dropping again. Sydney calls the owner and he comes over to unlock the door and retrieve her phone. But it turns out that the door doesn't exactly lead to a little room under the stairs. It actually leads to a dark, creepy basement. And while it's open, Sydney notices some strange scratches on the bottom of the door. Sydney and her family have now left the old Airbnb and returned home. But just what did they encounter?
What if something very freaky happened in that basement? They wouldn't know. This is what I mean. Airbnbs kind of scare me. You never know who you're like renting from.
Was it something supernatural? As always, you decide. It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Stop 5 merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies,
The
and coffee
merchies.
mugs, but we also have blankets, pillows, and long sleeves.
Oh my god,
We
why
even
am I
got
so tired today?
stockings and wrapping paper.
You know when you can't stop yawning?
Anyway,
It's so
shipping is
annoying.
free and be sure to
Like
order
my
by
brain doesn't
December 10th
need
to
that
get
much
delivery
air,
before
right?
Christmas. Go to nukestop5.com
See
to
you!
shop
Welcome
now.
in, welcome in. Thank you for
Or,
the follow.
Like whenever you feel like it. Maybe after the video. Hitcher.
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
So this next audio clip was actually sent to me months ago. And
Merch
I
maxing
ignored it.
for reals.
I figured it was another fake
That Nuke's Top 5 like blankie. You would never see me caught dead in one of those. When I see you reacting to Nuke's Top 5, you instantly won my vote. Oh, thank you, thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. I love the ghosty videos.
over-the-top 911 creature encounter story.
What?
But after it kept getting sent in to me over and over,
That's not
I finally
human.
decided to look into it. And it turns out this is a real 911 call. The call was made in Pender County, North Carolina on July 31st, 2021 at around 11 p.m. And Snopes.com actually confirmed it with the Pender County Sheriff's Office. It is maybe the weirdest 911 call I have ever heard. Take a listen.
Imagine getting that call as the one who, the dispatcher, and a person screaming on the other like line that it's like a monster attacking. Like, what are you supposed to say? Like, how do you respond to that? You heard of Mr. Ballin? Oh yes, I watch his videos from time to time.
Pender County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
The Black River. That just that is a creepy name. Why would you name a river a Black River? Like that's like meant for like, oh, it's the water's so dark it seems black and it's monster underneath. Scary.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards...
Like, yes, this sounds like a beginning of a scary movie. The deep, dark, and mysterious. This is one is super creepy, especially the thuds. Oh.
3E. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road?
It must be so hard to be like the one who takes 911 calls. So stressful. The dispatcher don't even know what to say. No, like, what would you say? I would, like, what? It's so bizarre to hear that. And this is just the beginning. It's also like if you saw a man standing on the side of the road bleeding. Okay, I was gonna say, why did you just keep driving? But I think I would have done the same, not gonna lie. Because all the stories where people fool drivers to stop and then they get fucked over. It is tough, yeah.
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
In the bed of my truck?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck! In the bed!
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Also, welcome in Hades Gun 7. Is that how you say it? First time I watched this one, it was 3 a.m. I couldn't help but look around. Oh my god.
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed lights for my truck and there's something in my bed.
In my bed. Does he mean like the back of the truck?
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
Now again, this call is verified.
So the bed is like, if I understand it right. Oh. Here's the truck, right? And then there's like this thing where you put stuff. Is this the bed? What a gorgeous car. Oh. See, I know things sometimes. Wicked Ghost, welcome in.
One call.
The
But
timing.
Obviously, that doesn't mean that everything the caller said is verified. According to the man, he first saw what looked like an injured person on the side of the road. And then out of nowhere, a pale humanoid figure with sunken eyes and no nose or ears jumped into the bed of his truck and pressed its face right against the back glass. He says he slammed on the brakes and the thing flew over the cab, hit the road, got up, and ran into the woods. The YouTube channel Carolina Case Files actually confirmed the report with Pender County Sheriff Alan Cutler.
About 11 o'clock p.m. that evening, a call came into our 911 dispatch of an individual standing on the side of the road, and it appeared to be bleeding. Now, he stated he was traveling 55 or 60 miles an hour, so I can see how traveling at that speed in the dark, it would be difficult to exactly identify what he saw. But he stated that it looked like a human being standing there with streaks of blood coming down. It is very hard to listen to that call, to that 911 tape, without becoming somewhat unnerved. It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
Apparently this one was a ghost of a soldier deformed. But why would it jump on his truck?
Now, obviously there's no way to verify what the man saw. But keep in mind, he stayed on the line with 911, pulled over, and actually met up with sheriff's deputies. And he wasn't arrested for making a false report or for being under the influence.
Ghosts gotta do what ghosts gotta do,
So
I guess.
what exactly happened out there?
Scaring the shite out
Sheriff
of
Cutler
people.
says people in that area report strange things all the time.
For years, the residents and people out there in the Curry area near the battlefield have reported seeing things and hearing things that they couldn't exactly understand.
You can watch a full deep dive on this case over on the YouTube channel, Carolina Case Files.
Creepy.
Pulled from a dream. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Nikolai says that ever since they moved his young daughter Hannah into her own room, the nursery camera has been catching some very strange things at night. One evening as Hannah sleeps, the camera records.
Oh no, a child. The scariest thing out there. What? What just happened?
Little Hannah's foot seems to be pulled by something. Pulled so
Oh,
hard that not
welcome
only
in,
does
welcome
crib
in. Thank you
move,
for the
but it
follow.
even shakes the camera several feet away. She wakes up screaming from the sudden jolt.
Ow! Why is so
Now, normally
freaking
I would just
forceful
dismiss
with a
him
little kid? Their bones are like gummy. Okay, maybe not at this age. Who knows? What if there are ranks for these ghosts, and if you scare better, the rank goes higher? Maybe. Like a ghost academia.
Feel like this as a child kicking in her sleep. But again, this pull is so violent that it actually shakes part of the room.
Yeah, it's kind of
And her
insane.
leg doesn't even seem to make contact with the bed. So it's hard to believe that a toddler could create that much force on her own. But is it supernatural? As always, you decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official. And be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. What waits in the shadows? A woman named Sarah cleans rental homes for a realtor whenever tenants move out. But there's a house that she keeps getting called back to because renters never seem to stay there for long, always breaking their leases and leaving early. The realtor has never explained why. Sarah decides to film a quick tour of the house, and she starts to realize why no one ever stays.
Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces porque rompe el contrato.
Break the...
Ay, no mames. Ya es noche. Estoy sola.
Like, I would be so, like, I wouldn't hear, I don't think I would think ghost. I would be like, oh my god, someone's in the house, they're gonna murder me. But that's also because, like, the only thing I watch is, like, murder documentaries. So, I'm a bit paranoid, not gonna lie.
Chingados está ahí. No hay nada. Me dio cosas.
I love that it opened the door to the freaking toilet. Like, here you go. Relieve yourself. Enjoy your stay. Maybe it sensed that this person needed to go to the toilet. Maybe it's really polite.
Ahí está. Ok, ahorita les voy a enseñar. Esta es una recámara.
Why is she... Oh god, the way she films and the way she walks so slowly scares me. Like she's waiting for something to happen and it scares me.
Se está poniendo ahorita tenso. Ahorita les voy a enseñar qué es eso.
Stop. Why is the way she's filming creeping me out? It's also the music. The music doesn't help.
¿Andan acá?
Why are you talking to it?
No mames. Espérenme. Iba a dejar grabando, pero la neta ya me está dando cosa.
Are you scared now?
Se escucha el ruido para acá. No sé qué sea.
Okay, I see it. There was a shadow head. A shadow ball.
Tengo que ir a apagar la luz de ella porque se está poniendo.
In the corner.
Ay, no.
Just leave. Why are you still in this house? I do not get it.
First, the door to the toilet opens on its own, but Sarah shrugs it off. Then a creepy voice can be heard mumbling something indistinct.
Entonces, el señor dice que ya van varias.
But again, Sarah doesn't notice. But then Sarah does notice an odd tapping sound from somewhere in the house.
Shadow Ball? Oh fuck, it's a Gengar. Oh my, that would be so cool. She should be in the next Rec movie. Let's be real, the second you see a door open on its own, you wouldn't stick around. Yeah.
And goes to investigate.
Se escucha el ruido por acá. No sé qué sea.
Here, I see it. I'm getting good at this. Here's like a black shadow. The ball is here, and then something else here. Might be a head, might be a Gengar. Who knows? You got a lot of guts, that's for sure.
Did you see it? As Sarah
I
goes to
did
investigate the
see it
strange
for
tapping
once.
Sound, something in the dark bedroom seems to peek out at her and then duck back inside. But in the dark, even Sarah doesn't see it. And just to confirm that this isn't pareidolia or just something already in the room, earlier in this video, Sarah filmed into the same room, and there was nothing there. A few moments
There's a
later,
lot of talk
another
of that
door opens on its
pareidolia
own,
thing.
and Sarah has had about enough of the creepy house. She just heads for the door. But did Sarah capture a haunted house that renters just won't stay in? Let me know what you
Yeah, I
think.
wouldn't stay in a house that just opens the doors for no
This is where all the
reason.
videos go that are not necessarily scary, but are just weird.
Quite annoying.
Or funny.
Oh?
Neither. First up, a young woman says that she was playing with a Ouija board earlier
Don't
in the
do that.
night. And then as she's recording herself in her car singing along to her favorite song, she sees a pair of glowing eyes right behind her.
What did she see? I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, never mind. Those aren't glowing eyes. That's just a headrest. Moving on. Now, if you're like me, you're loving the new series It, Welcome to Derry. And if so,
I haven't seen that
you also
one.
might enjoy this.
Oh my god, it is
This generation has zero survival skills. Oh no, kiddo! You should not do that.
That's a nice boat.
And finally,
It's a nice
they
boat.
say that sometimes just dealing with yourself is the scariest thing you can do.
No, Georgie.
Before the green screen comes up. I'm supposed
He scared himself, literally.
filter.
So that's all for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here next time.
Okay, yeah, why not? Thank you, Nooks of Fire. I did not pee myself. I'm disappointed. The scariest videos. Oh god, this is 1 hour and 35. Okay, let's not watch that one. This seems more reasonable.
Jonathan Javier Molina works as an EMT in Mendoza Province, Argentina. One night after finishing a late shift, he's sitting
Do
just
not watch
inside the
alone,
hospital
guys.
corridor when he
Good thing you have me.
notices something very strange. He thinks he keeps seeing someone sitting inside his car. He pulls out his phone and starts recording, and what he captures is truly bizarre.
I did not pee myself a little. The description of the product was wrongfully. Yep. It's time to sue, guys. Buckle up.
Estamos en este momento en el microhospital.
Oh, we have seen this one.
Y nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro.
What is this?
Just to show him how creepy the place is after dark, he heads into the on-site crematorium to do a little filming, and that's when things get weird.
Oh, I remember this one as well. I think we have seen it.
Lights, they turn off automatically.
It's something about like an urn
And I'll tell you
that
right
starts
now,
moving.
walk you through.
At least more comforting not watching this alone in the dark at 12 a.m. like usual.
I have a friend that works.
Is it midnight at your place in the world?
And hear things coming from these furnaces.
People in every situation remember to pull out their phone and record. I always forget that. Me and mortuary assistant. Oh my.
I usually put the urns out to send to the families.
I mean, everyone is on their phones these days, right?
These urns that they put on these tables here. And then
Meanwhile, I forget my phone exists.
Freaking out.
And people are always like, I can never get a hold of you. And I'm like, yeah, I forget my phone exists. Because my phone gives me anxiety. It wants to get out. It wants to get out of the urn. Whoever that is. That's kind of creepy, not gonna lie. This is the creepiest part, where it looks like someone walked after him.
As he walks deeper into the room where the bodies are cremated, the audio on his phone starts to glitch. Then he freezes as he hears a sharp clinking sound from somewhere nearby. He turns the camera and that's when he notices one of the urns. An urn that actually has someone's ashes inside. And the lid is moving.
Did you guys know?
It slowly tips upward.
Apparently in my country, you're only allowed to keep the urn with the ashes in for 12 months. Then you have to get rid of them. Or bury them or something. I'm like, what? You can't just keep them forever? That's so odd. You can only do that if it's an animal, but not a human. I wonder why.
Like something inside is trying to get out. And with
What
that,
is your country?
he decides
Sweden?
He's seen about enough. He starts heading for the exit when he notices movement again, this time in the doorway. The curtains are swaying even though the air in the room is
Hello,
still.
Silver. Hello, Silver. Welcome in. Dang, did too many people mistake it for coffee? Oh my god, that's wild. Imagine making coffee of your like dead loved ones. Ew. Can you even make coffee out of ash?
Clear as day, something pushes them open from the other side. And that's it. The guard just makes a run for it.
Yeah, that's creepy.
So, is something lingering inside the cemetery?
This, I don't know.
Are the spirits of
But the fact that it looks like someone walked after him, that would creep me out. Like this.
Transparent trespasser. A Florida live streamer named Michael mostly posts gaming content on his social media. He's not a ghost hunter, and he's definitely never filmed anything paranormal. Until now. Michael says his mom has been complaining that something keeps waking her up by tapping on the bedroom window every morning before sunrise. He says his dad brushed it off at first because the window faces their backyard, which is surrounded by a gated and locked 7-foot fence.
Okay.
Nothing should be getting back there. Eventually, after hearing the complaints a few too many times, Michael's dad sets up a camera pointing out the bedroom window. What he captures chills him to his core.
I swear to God, if it's like a creepy person creeping around their house, I'm actually gonna pee myself.
Look, it's starting now. The security light turns on. It picks up.
Huh?
And then it walks back. It's at the corner of the house. You see him walking? It's like a short guy. And then you see the trees move. Y los árboles se movió.
Y camina, es una persona, no es una persona chiquitica, muy chiquitica.
That's a bit odd. That's a bit odd. Not gonna lie, I did not see that these were supposed to be trees in the backyard. I thought this was like a window with frost on it. And I was constantly thinking, like, this is an odd place to have your camera. But now it makes sense.
At 4:27 a.m., long before sunrise, a small translucent figure strolls through the backyard along the tree line. Now, normally I'd just say it's a little kid and probably some bad camera compression. But something about this figure seems a bit off. It doesn't really move like a child, but more like a very small adult. Maybe 3 to
Does it move like a child? What does that
4
mean?
feet tall. And also, why would a child climb a 7-foot fence at 4:27 a.m. just to wander around someone's
I mean, it sounds like a child thing to do, not gonna lie.
backyard? So what did Michael's dad capture here? A spirit, a duende, a gnome, or just one
A gnome? Gnomes seem scary as hell. Aren't those evil as hell?
very strange camera glitch? As always, you decide. Run through the jungle.
We have this saying in Sweden about stables, because I kind of grew up in a stable around with. I spent a lot of time with horses when growing up, and we have this saying that there's always gnomes in stables, and if you are mean to the horses, they are gonna make sure that you die in an accident. I think they just said that to scare the children, to make sure they are not freaking mean to the animals, but you know.
Over on the YouTube channel, Josh the
It
Intern
usually works.
creator Josh McCartney films his outdoor travel and adventure as he explores the world. In one video, Josh heads deep into the jungles of Sri Lanka in search of one of the country's oldest prehistoric sites, the Belalina Cave, also known as the quote, Cannibal Cave.
What?
As Josh treks further into the jungle, 2 men suddenly step out from somewhere in the brush, and they begin following him.
Oh, that's
They match
creepy
his
as hell.
pace, and they stop when he stops.
Oh, that's
Eventually,
creepy as
they
hell.
catch up, and one of the men tells Josh that he should follow them because they, quote, want to show him something. Josh immediately gets uneasy
Well, that's
and
creepy as
decides
hell.
to start filming.
Like, fuck no. Run. Run, white boy, run. Oh, that's so scary.
I've been joined by some friends. They're showing me around. Very cool.
I hope he's putting up an act.
I thought it was a bit strange that as soon as I began filming, they moved out of the shot. But I tried to ignore them and stayed focused on filming the cave.
What? Did you just... I swear to God, this is the reason men usually die before women. If this was a woman starting to get followed by 2 guys, you would just have run back to where you come from.
I'd worked so hard to reach. Yet every time I lowered the camera, they would tell me to follow them, as they wanted to show me something. At this point, I did feel quite uncomfortable, but I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt.
No, don't do that.
I think these guys want to show me something. All right, we're going this way? But when I finally saw what they wanted to show me, everything changed. Wow. It was an abandoned house, and they wanted me to go in first. Okay, I'll follow you, after you. And at this point, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed one of the men was moving behind me. And
Well, duh. I could have told you from the moment they showed up that this is creepy.
at that moment, my gut instinct kicked in loud and clear. Get out now. I'm just gonna get one more shot, okay? One more shot. Oh, sorry, I'm just shooting, filming, and doing more. And then I'll come, okay?
Traveling alone is a mistake. Yeah, I would never travel alone. That seems scary as hell, not gonna lie.
I stayed calm, acted like I wasn't suspicious, and slowly walked back towards the entrance. But it seemed like they didn't want me to leave.
Just walk, dude. Just walk. Or actually
I'll
run.
come soon, I just want to shoot this. But you go, I'll stay. And then I come later. I'm just filming everything. Okay? Okay. So I pretended to take this shot, and when I saw they were distracted, I made my move. At first, I walked at a normal pace, as off camera I had told them I'd forgotten something on the trail. But then, I heard footsteps coming after me, and that's when I ran. Oh, I'm gonna have a sit. All right, guys, so I have made it to safety. I wanted to wait until I was off the isolated road because there's only one way up and one way down to that cave. The adrenaline is rushed out of me.
Oh god, that's so creepy. Like, this is honestly, these kind of situations scares me so much. Holy. I don't even want to know what they were thinking. Jesus Christ, that's odd.
I ran down that mountain. That's why I'm very, very sweaty.
Josh says that in his travels in Sri Lanka, most of the people he's met have been very friendly. But this encounter just seemed different.
What I would say, you know, is...
Just the fact that they're like, oh, look at this abandoned house, and you have to go in first. The male urge to get chased by cannibals in an isolated mountain. Oh no. Please fight against it, guys. Not good, not good.
They could be extremely friendly, and they just genuinely wanted to show me something in that abandoned house. And
Sure.
I just so happened to walk by. And they're like, we're going up there anyway. Oh,
Sure.
you know, we'll show
That sounds
him
legit.
something. And I've had those experiences here in Sri Lanka where locals want to show me something and they're super friendly and lovely. This, to me, just didn't feel like that. And so I was better safe than sorry, and so I got out of there. This is a decision that I made. These guys could have been nice and genuinely wanting to show me something. That is just not what I felt in the moment, and I've just got to trust that gut instinct,
Yeah,
especially
good.
when I'm out there,
Good.
remote, on my own. I've just
Always
gotta
trust
my
your gut
and so
feeling.
that's what I did.
Now, honestly, Josh is a little more optimistic than me.
Yeah.
because I don't
Holy
think there's a
crap.
chance
I
in
was like,
hell that they-
why does he still give them a benefit of the doubt? This is very odd. This entire situation, the fact that he goes behind him, no.
These guys were up to anything good.
No.
Let me know what you think. Were these guys just being friendly? Or was Josh about 2 seconds away from something horrible? The wax shaman. Maria Sabina was a revered shaman and spiritual healer from Oaxaca, Mexico. Maria's fame in the West and the attention it brought upset her local community, and she suffered because of it.
Oh.
She was an outcast to her neighbors. Her house was burned down.
What?
And her son was killed.
What?
Maria Sabina died in poverty at the age of 90, suffering from malnutrition. As part of an exhibit on witchcraft, the Ocampo Museum in Guadalajara, Mexico displayed a very lifelike figure of Maria Sabina. But soon after it went up, visitors began to complain, saying the figure moved or even tried to grab them. The following creepy video
Well,
was
I mean,
recorded by
figurines
one of
are
the
creepy,
very
right?
frightened museum visitors.
The more you stare at it, the creepier it gets.
Ay, hijo de... Güey, ¿qué pedo?
The wax figure of Maria Sabina appears to quickly turn its head and look directly at the man. And as you might expect, he just freaks right out.
Okay.
Ay, hijo de... Güey, ¿qué pedo?
The man showed his video to museum manager Ricardo Barbosa, who posted it online, and it immediately went viral. Ricardo posted a second video to prove that the wax figure of Maria Sabina is definitely not supposed to move.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente...
Yeah, I was thinking, I wonder if it's have some like gear or things inside of it. But if it's purely wax, I don't know. Can wax move when it gets like hot or something?
en cera. Mira, es una pieza total rígida, no se puede manipular.
I think ghosts think they are funny. Yeah, probably. I mean, if I was a ghost, I would think I was hilarious if I made humans scared, you know?
Te digo, no tiene nada. Te digo, mira, te muestro. No hay cables, no hay nada. No es un robot. Es una figura totalmente en cera.
Museum manager Ricardo Barbosa shows that the wax figure is completely solid and immovable.
Mm.
It contains no gears, no wires, and no motorized parts. It's just a wax figure that should not move at all. So what do you think happened here? Let me know down in the comments. Secret roommate. Haley and her
Secret
friends are staying in an
roommates?
Airbnb with their moms when they discover something very strange. A secret door hidden under a rug at the bottom of the stairs.
And I wanted to like open it to see what was down there. So then I got my phone.
This is what I mean. Freaking Airbnbs. No.
because I wanted to get a video of me going down there to like see what was down there because it was actually creepy.
Haley starts to record as they open the hidden door,
No.
revealing a dark cellar beneath the house.
We found a
Why would you ever go down there?
door underneath.
So it turns out someone is living down there. A woman's voice suddenly yells up at them from somewhere in the darkness.
Why is she living down there? What's going on?
Now, they say they have no idea who was living in the cellar, but I have an idea. It was the owner. That's what I think. Because I featured several videos on this channel of weird people who rent out their house and then just secretly hide inside somewhere.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Like this, I remember this video as well. No. This is why. I would never want to go to an Airbnb. It's creepy.
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here on holiday?
Yeah, who are you?
This is so weird.
Well, I own the house. I'm Richard. Hope you don't mind, but
What the, but it's a bit weird. What's happening? What's happening here?
look, this should be no problem. I'm not going to interfere with you.
You just have a secret door?
No.
And where's your clothes gone? Where's your clothes?
They're in the washing machine.
So, next time you
So that dude was like in the house while they were sleeping and like doing washing his clothes and stuff. Like it's so creepy. Like you don't know this old man. And he's just sneaking around while you sleep and you're supposed to be like renting the house completely for yourself. No.
Stay at an Airbnb, just be aware that the creepy owner might just be living inside there
Yeah,
with you.
like hell no.
And that
Hell
is truly
no.
disturbing. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Living doll. TikTok user Chiki Chica says that her granddad collects old antique dolls and mannequins, something that really creeps her out when she goes to visit her grandparents. One night,
Yeah,
she's
that's
busy
freaky
on
as
her
hell.
laptop in a room full of
I am not okay with dolls or plushies. They are not welcome into my space. They are way too creepy. With that said, I do have 2 like small Naruto figurines. But those are okay, I think. I don't usually look at them because they're so far up on my shelves.
those old dolls when suddenly she sees something that chills her to her core.
Plushies, not even a blue high. No. No plushies. No plushies. Because when I was a kid, I hated dolls. I hated plushies. I did not want any of those. Because I was like, even as a kid, my thoughts were like, we are not taking good care of our dolls or our plushies. We just throw them around, forget about them, etc., etc. So why wouldn't they get really mad at us and wake up and like come alive when we sleep and kill us? So I would rather be safe than unsafe, you know? So I did not have any dolls or plushies in case they would wake up when I was sleeping and kill me.
This thing just moved.
That's an uncanny freaking doll. Why would you have that in your house? Why the freak would you have this in your house? I have so many questions. Ew, look at all the freaking no. No. This is just asking for the house to be haunted. The adults were like, give us some freaking privacy. God damn it. Oh no, a balloon. How scary. Can you stop filming this creepy doll? Ew, it doesn't even have to move. I'm creeped out.
Are you real?
Oh my god, don't talk to it. Don't talk to it. Why would you do that?
You can do it again.
Oh my god, imagine if it's a real person. You know, The House of Wax? Have anyone seen that horror movie? What if it's one of those? Holy creepish. That would be extremely scary. She wants a prop. That's what I mean. Why would you go back and start talking to it? She clearly wants something to happen, and I'm not here for it. This is not how you survive. Oh, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I do want to see, but I don't want to see. Like, what? Why the frick would you have this? Why would this just be sitting there? I'm not seeing it. Did it actually move?
At first, Chica is freaked out by the creepy doll and walks out of the room. And the door just slowly swings shut behind her. But she goes back in and tries to get the doll to move again.
It's the hand?
It does. In the mirror, you can clearly see the doll's hand move across its knee.
Oh.
But did you see it?
No.
Just before the doll's hand moves, a strange shadow passes across the wall, moving toward the old doll.
I saw that, but I thought it was like the door closing or something.
Haunted by the spirit of one of its former owners? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Pulled under. In Indonesia, a little girl named Zaina and her brother are playing in their bedroom as the family security camera quietly records. But as the little girl crawls across the floor, something seems to pull her. Zaina's mother, who was away at work, later watches the security footage back as she records her horrified reaction.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Ayah, demi Allah, kayak ada yang nyeret Jena. Demi Allah, jangan bekerja. Demi Allah. Demi Allah, kayak ada yang nyeret Jena. Bener-bener, astagfirullahaladzim.
I love how the brother doesn't give a shite. He's like, whatever. You disappear into the ghost world. It's cool.
Sumpah demi Allah. Bukan dia pergi.
He's like, I'm too busy. What? She can't get a hold of her or what?
The little brother just kinda lies there staring at his
Yeah,
phone as his
like, what
sister
the
seems to be
frick?
slowly dragged under the bed.
He just doesn't
Zaina
give a
starts
shit.
screaming. Whether in pain or fear, it's hard to tell, but her brother barely reacts. Eventually, he calls for help and their grandmother rushes in, but even she can't pull the little girl out. A nearby neighbor hurries in to help and the two of them actually have to lift the entire bed. Finally, the grandmother manages to free terrified little Zaina and pulls her into her
No,
arms.
that's actually like what you're scared of as a kid. You know, when you jump onto bed, so the monster under your bed won't grab your foot and just drag you under. This actually happened to this kid. And I am so sorry for this kid. Especially because her brother doesn't give a fuck.
Mother, whose shocked voice can be heard on the video, says she has no idea what to make of it. She genuinely believes that something pulled her daughter under that bed. But what do you think? Scary videos.
Oh my
This is the place
days.
for weird or silly videos, or actually this week it's ones that didn't quite fit the regular list, but are still creepy in their own way. First up, a young woman named Lexi is just hanging out at home with her dog. Nothing unusual. But her black lab suddenly locks onto something across the room. Something truly bizarre.
Hello, booty fellow. Welcome in. Oh, the Santa is alive. Dogs are goated. That's indeed true. That is indeed true.
This video was sent to me a couple of hundred times in email and on TikTok, and some of the people in the video comments are just straight up freaking right out. But it turns out that this is just a Christmas decoration doing what it do, because it's actually designed to move like that.
Oh, it's move. Okay.
Out of the family dog is just a bonus.
That's disgusting.
This next video is something that
Throw
some
that in the
people seem to
trash.
think might actually be paranormal. So I'll just put it here and leave that up to you. Kath Noel, here's
Do you guys decorate for Christmas? I don't. Well, I did decorate the pond. That was a lie. But you know.
After coming from her baby monitor, she goes.
That's a pretty smart doggo. He knows the dolls shouldn't move. Exactly. He knows that dolls shouldn't be inside of the house, and if they are, they shouldn't move at all. Not since I was a kid, no.
To check and sees this.
I decorate, but mostly in the house than out, yeah. Nah, not in this economy. Fair, fair. Is this kid laughing in her sleep? Ugh. I swear to God, children, they are scary. They are the scariest things out there. That's shocking. Should I call a priest? That's hilarious.
The little girl just seems to wake up laughing maniacally and staring at the nanny cam. Now, there's no denying that this clip is creepy as hell, but I'm just gonna write this one off to baby story.
Yeah, she's possessed. 100%.
In the video comments, people mentioned that Kath wondered if they should call a priest. This person says, I'm a priest, don't call me.
Yeah, don't call me, please.
Another popular video comment is, move immediately, leave the child. And then someone just simply posted this lovely picture of someone throwing a baby.
Oh, just yeet it.
Anyway, that's all for this week. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back
Creepy as
again
hell. What the
next week.
frick? What the frick? I swear to God, it's always the children. It's always the child that is scariest. Thank you, Nuke5. Thank you, Nuke5. Oh, we do have this super long video, but do we want to watch 1 hour and 35 minutes of scary videos that we probably have seen before? Why wouldn't we? Because if we're gonna watch this and the lore video, it's not gonna be enough time to play Warframe today, at least. Yeah, dude, if I was a priest, I don't want to get into a further unholy trinity shit. Oh, I was thinking about that. Oh my god, what's that like super epic horror movie with the child being possessed? What the frick what's that called again? I just remember specifically the scene when she goes down the stairs like upside down. Exorcist, yes. That one. That one. Ugh. That was all I was thinking of when I saw that child just laughing in its sleep, or when it woke up laughing. I don't know. Anyway, I do want to see this lore video from Where Winds Meet, the lore of Kaifeng. Because we finished the Kaifeng story, right? And of course, I didn't pay much attention. So at least we have a video telling me all about the lore. The Exorcist was based on a true story too. Yeah, I heard that. And that it was a lot of like creepy stuff happening on set as well. Like it was haunted on set or something. Who is this? This is a character from Where Winds Meet that you meet in the Kaifeng story quest. I usually play a lot of Where Winds Meet on this channel, so that's why. I want to know the lore of Kaifeng. But no attention? I'm disappointed. Attention? What does that mean? I'm quite active in Where Winds Meet. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Me too. I play that game every day. But right now, it's not that much to do except like your dailies and the typical grind. I've maxed out all my oddities, so the things I mostly do now is just looking for all the chests. I installed it but haven't played. Oh. 100% areas. Yeah, exactly.
The real Kaifeng isn't something you see with your eyes alone.
The real
You have to
Kaifeng?
listen with your ears.
Okay.
The real Kaifeng isn't something you see with your eyes alone. You have to listen with your ears.
And the fact that I can't join Velvet Shade just because of my elegance points is so annoying. It's like you have to get divorced and completely destroy the bond to get an invite to Velvet Shade. And I'm like, hell no. I have worked too hard on this marriage in Where Winds Meet to just make it go away. Hell no. So I'm just waiting for them to update the thing so you can get an invite by elegance points. Until then, I'm sectless. So at least I'm gonna be able to get the sectless outfit. I'm not too mad about that.
If the treasure basin really is here, why are we still struggling?
But you can have multiple marriage in Velvet Shade. Yeah, I know. But I don't want to, like, we have me and Oren. We got married like super early in the game, right? And we have accumulated a lot of points because we want to go through the entire tree as fast as possible to get all the things. And I wouldn't want to start over. I'm way too lazy for that.
The government banned Tong coins for everyone's own good.
But I worry they can't wait that long. The common people's lives don't matter to them.
If those armed with swords stand down, what chance do the unarmed have?
My kind hero, you're still so gullible.
It was a beautiful ceremony, Zero. Yes, it truly was. Weeks of work would evaporate. Exactly. And I refuse. I will not get divorced to get an invite. No, I refuse. I am a loyal mother trucker, okay?
Told you long ago, this won't end well.
Welcome back, Jianghu Wanderer, to the stories of Kaifeng. Life is no longer as simple as it was in Qinghe. Kaifeng shows how vast and tangled the Jianghu
Is that how you
can
say
be,
it?
from Han's old ties, to the political struggle over the treasure basin, to the golden leaf's tale that reveals the true meaning of Xia and the righteousness of the Jianghu. Tracing Han's letter about someone named Wen Wuchui in Kaifeng, you leave Qinghe with a boatman. On the way, he warns you.
Back home, we watch out for one another. But out here, you gotta keep your wits about you.
Oh, we know.
But in a big city like Kaifeng, people fight tooth and
The
nail for
first
money.
thing that happens when you enter Kaifeng is that you get scammed by everyone you meet. Not the nicest welcome, I must say. Did you two already go to the Springway Pavilion? Did we? I think so. It's the spa, right?
So you must look out for yourself. A simple warning from a simple boatman, who later turns out to be a
Pockets, they're
very
for
important
reals.
figure in Kaifeng. Did you really think Aunt Han would let just anyone escort you into the Jianghu? Many in Kaifeng already knew you were coming, already waiting for you. You were simply too naive and too gullible to notice.
Don't give me that face. The 9 mortal ways will keep an eye out for Han Sheng-shen's whereabouts.
You know Aunt Han?
Naturally. You think I'd teach just anybody?
Even if you try to disguise
You think
yourself
I
as a
teach just
nobody, you
anybody?
still look
I love that they're
exactly like what
Texan.
you are. A well-fed, well-dressed, countryside rich kid stepping into the big city for the first time. Naturally, the streets of Kaifeng see you as fresh prey.
Yeah.
As expected,
Noted.
you immediately get robbed and stumble
They
into
took
trouble
all
with
my
the
things.
Unbound Cavern Gang, rivals of the 9 mortal ways. Just then, a god of wealth cat wearing the Wen family robe from Weiyang appears, and a life-buying coin drops from the shrine nearby. It mirrors the tale in Weiyang, where corpses are found with a coin beside them. Divine intervention? Not quite. Just a clever trick from a mischievous cat ear girl named Yin Ying, helping you escape. The Jianghu is vast. You
Her
never know
hat
when
reminds
fortune
me of
or a
Timo.
cat girl will pull you out of trouble. Seeing your empty pockets, she even treats you to a meal. During the conversation, she notices the parting tears jar you're carrying. You sense something special about her, more than meets the eye. And you were right.
I did?
Because you get scammed.
Oh.
A classic
Right.
tale. Country boy meets city girl. With no coin left to pay for the meal, you must either wash dishes for days or hand over your treasured parting tears jar as collateral.
I
using
think,
borrowed
honestly,
money as
they're like, oh, you have to wash dishes for days, or you have to do this deal with this servant. Why couldn't I just have killed everyone? Just saying. I'm strong enough.
seed funds to earn more. Yin Yin leaves you only a note with a half-drawn pancake, a classic symbol of false promises, yet also a lesson in trust and hope.
Half-drawn pancake?
With trust, anything becomes possible. A merchant's first lesson. Profit is built on trust and belief.
Why couldn't I have washed dishes, right? We just speed up the days. Easy peasy. We can change the time.
Come on, young master. You brought up the pancake reference first. She simply used it.
I
Sounds
did?
made up to me. Like drawing a picture of bread and hoping it'll fill your stomach.
You must feel
Oh.
very dumb and furious right now. But
Yeah.
here's the truth. Ying Ying had been waiting for you for 3 days and knew exactly who you were the moment she saw you. A clueless young master carrying a parting tears jar. Yes, she is Wen Wuchui, the Ember of the East in disguise. She was expecting Aunt Han, but only you arrived. Seeing how naive you were, she decided to teach you your first lesson in surviving the jungle.
So is she pretending to be a man when she has blonde hair?
After all,
I still haven't got an answer to that.
give a man a fish and he
Is she basically doing drag? Man drag?
for a day. Teach him to fish, and he eats for life. Of course, Ying Ying wasn't going to leave you stuck. She told you to buy grain at market price and sell it to the Tao Lord's grain shop for profit. The same Tao Lord who leads the 9 mortal ways. With help from Old Jin, an old acquaintance from Qinghe, you find the shop, run by a small, clumsy shopkeeper named Little Fu. But something feels wrong.
Little Fu.
No matter how you look at her, this awkward 10-year-old doesn't
Wait,
resemble
what?
a servant
She's
of the
10 years
Dao
old.
Lord who leads
Wait, so these 3 10-year-olds are the leaders of the 9 mortal ways? They lead a bunch of grown men and women, and they are 10. There's no way. There's no way.
9 mortal ways. With help from old Jin, an old acquaintance from Qinghe, you find the shop, run by a small, clumsy shopkeeper named Little Fu. But something feels wrong. No matter how you look at her, this awkward 10-year-old doesn't resemble a servant of the mighty Dao Lord. And when she pays you, the coins are mixed, Song coins and Tang coins, just enough to guarantee you cannot buy back the parting tears.
Now I'm folding that to look fresh.
She tells you the Jianghu is dangerous, you should give up and return to Qinghe. Don't go looking for An Han anymore. This is for your own good. You are still too inexperienced for the dangerous plan they're carrying out.
Okay.
She truly underestimated your determination. Knowing Little Fu is Yin Yin's accomplice,
How can you bully a kid?
you return to reclaim the party
Easy.
tears, only to learn it has already been sold. You might think Yin Yin took it, but no. Neither she nor you expected this twist.
Who bought it from you?
A well-dressed young man, and he wore a fine scent. Looked like someone from Velvet Shade.
A mysterious figure from Jianan, someone you will only understand at the very end of the Kaifeng chapter. With every trail now pointing toward Revering Hall, the heart of Velvet Shade, you force Little Fu to lead you to the heroic assembly hosted by none other than Wen Wuchui.
The
While
prostitute
leading you to the
house.
revelry hall,
Let's
Little
go.
Fu lets you see the real Kaifeng. You spent your whole life peacefully in Heaven's Pier out in the countryside, knowing the capital only through tales, stories of prosperity, bright festivities, and a city that never seemed to sleep. But you never knew about the dark surge simmering beneath that glittering surface.
The real Kaifeng isn't something you see with your eyes alone. You have to listen with your ears.
Since the fall of the Tang dynasty, Kaifeng has changed hands 5 times. Each uprising came with slaughter, looting, and streets soaked in blood.
Yep.
Only the most recent Chen Qiao mutiny, which founded the Song dynasty, no raids, no massacre, thanks to the wisdom of Emperor Taizu of Song. Yet peace did not last. It was soon followed by crippling inflation caused by the flood of Tang iron coins still circulating. The Song dynasty, only 2 years old, barely produced enough copper coins to stabilize the market. As you saw in Tianying's story, when the last emperor Chai Rong confiscated copper Buddha statues to make more currency, the Song now does the same. But no matter how hard they tighten control, they cannot keep up with the endless stream of Tang iron coins pouring into Kaifeng.
The more coins get minted, the less they're worth.
I count myself lucky with just 15 coins. Who cares where they come from?
Song copper coins are scarce. Tang iron coins are cheap, plentiful, and convenient for common folk. This is a scheme of the Southern Tang, Jiangnan's hidden blade. By flooding Song territory with iron coins, they aim to rock the Song economy from within.
Yeah, this I remember. It was all about the iron coins and the freaking copper coins, something. And the iron ones were bad, right?
Empires march southward. This puts the Song court in a brutal dilemma. Use their limited copper reserves to buy back Tang coins and protect the economy, or commit those resources to the Southern campaign. Either to seize the chance
Economic
for unification,
warfare, yeah.
the court chooses the harsh path, confiscating Tang coins from the people without compensation. A sacrifice of the small for the so-called greater good.
That's
For
so
ordinary
mean.
citizens, life becomes unbearable. Their only spendable assets are taken away. Shops falter. Trade stalls. Life in commercial areas for common people like Southgate Avenue has become unbearable. People resort to dirty dealings or sabotage one another. Some even abandon or sell their children. Beggars and those seeking day labor swarm the streets. The poor and homeless suffer the most. What do inflation or unification mean to those who cannot even feed their children or secure a warm place to sleep? Under the iron grip of Lord Shi, Kaifeng's
I'm still
magistrate,
confused by the
imperial
fact that she's
soldiers-
feeding blood to her infant. Is that even nutritious?
search homes relentlessly and punish anyone caught with Tang coins. The city is pushed to its breaking point. As a response to the people's suffering, Jianghu chivalry rose to fight back. Yin Ying. Her true name, Wen Wuchui, once the head of the wealthy Wen family of Weiyang in the south, bore the title the Ember of the East. She was forced to flee north to Kaifang.
Well, it's liquid and it keeps the infant from dying of lack of water. Oh.
She struck a secret bargain with Southern Tang, seeking their aid not only to one day reclaim Weiyang, but also to ease the suffering of Kaifang's. She orchestrated a daring scheme, the Treasure Basin Plan. Disguised as a miraculous artifact offered by Southern Tang as tribute to the Song Court, the Treasure Basin was presented as a solution to the Empire's coin shortage. Through meticulously prepared illustrations and the illusion arts of Velvet Shade, the
He's
basin
so
appeared to
fancy.
pour forth
I want that
endless
outfit.
gold whenever a hand reached inside.
I shall judge that for myself.
Oh my god. Imagine having that.
Wonderful.
Why don't I remember this from the story?
Then, with carefully timed explosions, the basin was stolen, and every planted clue pointed squarely toward the 9 mortal ways. The basin's supposed miracle and its theft.
Because you didn't pay attention? No, probably not.
Jianghu figures.
That's why I watch these videos. I'm just like, cutscenes I usually pay attention to.
For men of power, such as Magistrate Shi and Kaifang's prefect Zhao Guangyi, while rumors of the treasure basin spread rapidly among the common people.
Is this about the government handing out money?
I heard the same. That if you sing the Song of Mercy, they'll give you coins from the gold-making vessel.
Those 3 kids in a suit move fast, not gonna lie. Yeah, they do. They truly do. They are a boss in the game as well.
To drain reserves meant for military expansion, and to buy time, delaying the song's southern campaign. Every figure present at the heroic assembly was part of this design. The 9 mortal ways, Velvet Shade, the Master of Grains, Jim Ming Pool, and even Aunt Han. Each acted for their own reasons. Each stood to gain something. Unfortunately, you were unknowingly entangled in this scheme, forced into its investigation, another pawn caught in Kaifang's endless web of shadows. Velvet Shade's girls are as beautiful as celestial flowers.
Oh my.
Every petal hides a thorn in the shadows.
What about the men
Their
then?
Revelry Hall
Hello?
became the perfect stage for this plan, and of course, they had their own stake in it. The Velvet Shade sect originated in the southern Tang, Jiangnan, and maintained a special bond with that kingdom. Naturally, they assisted in crafting the treasure basin scheme. But their true motives went far deeper.
No job.
After the Orient Pavilion
Exactly, we
attacked
need
blissful
more
retreat,
man love.
They recovered a
Give us
mechanical box
some
containing a
man
list of
loving.
spies embedded within the Khitans, along with a yin-inscribed booklet required to decode it.
After the Great Fire at Heaven's Pier, both the mechanized box containing the list and the yin-inscribed booklet that deciphers it fell into the hands of the Jiangnan state.
But if the Khitans really get hold of that list, what will happen to Aunt Han and the righteous warriors up north?
If these items ever reached Khitan hands, the fates of those spies and Aunt Han would be sealed. The Southern Tang intended to offer this list to the Khitans to repair relations after Tianying assassinated their envoy.
Oh my.
Fortunately, the Southern Tang envoy carrying the yin-inscribed booklet was an admirer of Ruolan and would unquestionably attend the heroic assembly just to see her. As a high-class courtesan house frequented by officials and envoys, it was an intelligence network, and they had calculated everything. They wanted the booklet, but they could not kill the envoy themselves without damaging relations with Jiang.
I guess it's a very smart way to get people to talk when you're in bed, right?
So, Velvet Shade orchestrated a sequence of events that appeared completely natural. You were lured into the revelry hall by their flower messenger, Bai Rong. Then, Zhou Qiang, the Velvet Shade's leader, the same beauty who once danced with you, handed you a letter revealing the envoy's visit to Nimbus Tower. When you arrived, the envoy was already delirious from 5
This is what I mean.
powder. You had
When you enter Kaifang, you're just getting fooled. every freaking point of the story. You're just the dumb one.
No choice but to strike him down. You found the booklet and destroyed it, believing you had protected Aunt Han and the embedded spies. Then you collapsed. Overcome by the
You're a
knockout
pawn in
insects
everyone's game.
lingering in
Yeah,
the room.
exactly.
With this perfectly executed plan, the Velvet Shade succeeded in borrowing your blade, letting a
The
wandering
fact that we are still alive is kinda amazing, not gonna lie.
Zheng Hu swordsmen kill the envoy in their place, preserving their ties to Jiangnan. Whether the booklet was truly destroyed or not, only they know. They placed it exactly where you would find it, after all. And in the Jianghu, every secret can become a weapon. But why would the girls of Velvet Shade sabotage this plan of Southern Tang, the land where their sect originated? Or are they also working as double agents for the song? Maybe it's not that simple. The girls speak of someone in Jiangnan, known for kindness and innocence, someone connected to Velvet Shade's reader, Zhou Qian. This person cherishes peace and beauty, and of
Kindness.
course, does not want
Peace and
another
beauty.
war to break out.
If you're ugly, you are not allowed peace. Gosh darn it. I think the Velvet Shade does not want to cross Aunt Han. Clearly has some powerful backing allies. Oh.
The Orient Pavilion, though originating from Southern Tang, does not represent Southern Tang's will. Perhaps the reason Velvet Shade joined this plan is simply to prevent a war.
Yeah,
or at
Aunt
least
Han seems to
delay
be
it
like
as
some
long as
epic,
possible.
legendary
After all, beautiful flowers
woman
like them can only bloom
that
in
have
times
just
of
left
peace.
us to try to survive by ourselves. Why did you leave Aunt
Looks
Han?
like ever since you set foot in Kaifeng, you've been tricked non-stop.
Yeah.
First by a cat-eared girl, then by the entire heroic assembly.
Yeah.
And then by the beautiful sisters of
Yeah.
Velvet Shade.
Thank you for
And fear
reminding
not,
me.
While investigating the 9 mortal ways, you'll even be tricked by children.
Yeah.
Not one child, 3. The mighty Tao Lord of the 9 mortal ways, the monstrous figure with 3
The
rat
Palace
heads and
of
6
Anals?
arms, is in truth 3 tripwit girls. barely
Aunt Han
10
is
years old.
100% a bad bitch
Their
from
so-called
Yangon. Oh
father
yes,
trained them to fight under
definitely.
the name Chen San, forcing them to masquerade
This
as a
is,
deformed
it's
rat-headed
hilarious that this boss are 3 children.
beast in the blood pits.
Actually insane.
Their
Where did they
unnatural
learn this
body and
from?
unpredictable movements made them an invincible demon. But to an illusion master like Shui Cho, their disguise was paper thin. Still, he knew these children were fighting only to survive. When he delivered his final palm strike, one of the girls shut her eyes, quietly accepting death. Instead of landing the blow, his palm stopped beside her cheek, then turned over to reveal a red-wrapped candy. That is Elder Shui Cho, the true master of the 9 mortal ways, strategist to generations of Tao Lords. He
So
threw
the children is basically just the front man.
let Chen San win, and safeguarded the triplets' secret. A mysterious, grotesque Tao Lord made the perfect phantom leader, while the real mastermind walked freely among the crowds,
Yeah.
gathering information unseen.
Makes
He
sense.
later bought the children from their father, a man who abandoned them the moment their
Bought the children. Oh my god, that's so
weakness
sad.
was exposed. As they left the blood pit, fireworks burst in the sky for New Year's Day. Sheicho gave the triplets new names: Fu, Lu, Shou, happiness, prosperity, and longevity.
Aw,
Blessing for a
that's
new
sweet.
beginning. Just like Yin Yang, Elder Sheicho already knew exactly who you were, the young master of the blissful retreat. And knowing that the mechanical box containing the spy list had fallen into Khitan hands, he deliberately guided you straight into their territory, letting you steal it back for him.
That's a coded message. You need a special book just to figure out what it
Like,
says.
why couldn't he do
Since
this?
they couldn't deliver Tianying's head, they're using this as a stand-in to show they're serious about teaming up.
With the Yin inscribed booklet held by Velvet Shade, and the spy list reclaimed by the 9 mortal ways, Aunt Han and the undercover spies
Training
within
you.
the Khitans were
Oh,
finally
fair enough.
safe. Sheicho even taught you a bit of lightness skill, promising to watch over Aunt Han's whereabouts and safeguard her box.
Don't give me that face. The
Don't give me that
Keep
face.
an eye out for Han Sheng-shen's whereabouts.
You know Aunt Han?
Naturally.
Aunt Han calls in favor left and right for your sake, I guess. Yeah.
Of course, both pieces of secret intelligence also serve his own interests. A true mastermind indeed. As you investigate the stolen treasure basin, all clues seem to point toward the 9 mortal ways. But why would they want to be suspected? The answer lies in an old festering feud with the Unbound Cavern. 9 Mortal Ways deliberately lures the authorities into the Ash Pit.
My lord, she flew toward the Ash Pit. Shall we give chase?
Where they can witness the horrors of the Ghost Revelry Hall.
Oh, this place.
Run by
Scary as hell.
15 years ago, during the Khitan occupation of Kaifeng, 9 Mortal Ways was born under Zhu Yusheng and became a pillar of the resistance. But a rift formed when Hongxi's parents were kidnapped. Ransom demands followed. Zhu's followers argued that the fate of the entire city could not bend for the sake of 2 lives. That sacrifice was necessary. Hongxi called it betrayal. In rage, he betrayed them. Many 9 Mortal Ways fighters died because of him. After the war, he founded the Unbound Cavern, a refuge for outcasts, criminals, and the desperate. When the coin crisis struck, the Unbound Cavern preyed ruthlessly on the starving. They scammed, kidnapped, and forced the helpless into the Ash Pit. Widow Zhou's husband was one of their victims. Driven by desperation as 10 coins collapsed, he entered the pit seeking food and never returned. Yet, the 9 Mortal Ways remained focused on easing the people's suffering.
Those afraid to use Tang coins outside can exchange them.
It all makes so much sense now.
In a world where Tang coins are worthless, the ghost market run by the 9 Mortal Ways
I
still
freaking love the
accepts them,
ghost market.
giving the poor one last lifeline.
It's
Using
such
the
a cool
treasure basin
place.
theft as a cover, they secretly return Tang coins to the destitute of the Forsaken Quarter. Through ghostly rumors and subtle tricks, such as incense money mysteriously turning into Tang coins, they give the poor something to survive on. When a family has only days before starvation, what does inflation matter? What difference does it make which coin is legal?
When there's no food, even bran can fill you up. When life feels hopeless, even a fake treasure basin can bring real hope.
You can exit
Even
stroll
10-year-old
mode?
children
How
understand
did I
this
not
simple
know
truth.
this?
So why can't the Imperial Court?
Because, I don't know.
Why is it that everyone you meet in Kaifeng seems to be hiding something, never daring to reveal their true self? Perhaps the only exception is Big Zhao, the man who recognized Uncle John's nameless sword at a glance,
The goat,
and who once served
Big
as a soldier
Zhao.
himself. Whenever Big Brother Zhao is mentioned, the people of Kaifeng speak of him with genuine admiration. Whether friend or stranger, anyone facing hardship needs only to speak his name, and Big Zhao will do everything in his power, using his countless connections to help resolve the problem.
My friend knows everything, from the stars above to the earth below. The know-it-all of Kaifeng, Master Pu.
When asked how
Master
he commands such
Pu.
influence, he simply
Heh.
smiles and offers no answer. Who is this big, friendly man, really?
Master Pu.
Why does he personally know the Grand Chancellor himself? Few could ever imagine the truth. He is none other than Emperor Taizu of Song himself, walking the city in disguise. Not to seek praise, but to feel the lives of the people just beyond the imperial walls. After witnessing the forced confiscation of Tang currency in the Forsaken Quarter, he began to notice truths he had never seen.
Called it.
Wow!
Humongous Shao.
You got the most Tang coins!
Big Shao is the
Too
MVP.
many Tong coins floating about the city, and especially around here.
The edict to collect Tang coins was not issued solely for the sake of unification. It was also meant to shield the people of Great Song from losses caused by the unstable value of Tang currency.
The government banned Tong coins for everyone's own good. The more coins get minted, the less they're worth.
I count myself lucky with just 15 coins. Who cares where they come from?
The intent was for the greater good. Yet as chaos spiraled beyond control, buried beneath layers of negligence and distance within the court, that good intent became unrecognizable. What do inflation or unification mean to
Why
those
would you
who
kick
cannot
someone
even
who's
feed their
carrying a
children or
freaking
secure a warm
baby?
place to sleep? How many hidden schemes, how many unfathomable hearts lay between decree and reality? What was meant to protect the people instead stripped them of their livelihood? Kaifeng is the city where the emperor resides, yet it is a place where survival itself is a struggle. If life here is already so bitter, what of the lands beyond? Emperor Taizu was a ruler who took power without bloodshed, ending the cycle of massacres and raids
What?
that had plagued Kaifeng.
Does that mean that every city from now on is gonna be even worse? as we continue through the story. I think Kaifeng is such a sad place, not gonna lie.
And again.
It's a cool
But true wisdom
place,
lies not only
but a sad
in how
one.
a throne is claimed, it lies in staying close to the people, in walking among them, in listening to their pain, recognizing mistakes, and being willing to correct them. That is the emperor the people deserve.
When the wars
The
end,
turtle granny!
life will get better.
Perhaps. But I worry they can't wait that long.
Confiscating the coins or not, it's not my place to say. But I do know one thing. Someone must die.
Ooh. Kill them all.
Yes.
Kill
No
them
matter what
all.
happens to the coins,
Slaughter them.
someone must die.
Oh my.
And young master, the reason Kaifeng feels like a city of lies and deception is simple. You have
Because
been
it is?
seeing, but not listening.
Oh.
Do as little Fu and brother Zhao do. Listen to their stories. Listen to their suffering. Only then will you truly see the real Kaifeng.
Oh, this was such a good side quest. Like, I couldn't believe it was actually just a blue book quest. So good. Even though I hate doing this boss with people.
The world never knew that the Lord of Weiyang City, the Ember of the East, was never taught the Wen family's art of commerce. Even the name Wen Wuchui was not given to her. It was a name she chose for herself. She was not the daughter of Wen Tao, the head of the city. She was the illegitimate child of his younger sister. Ashamed of the scandal, Wen Tao hastily married his sister to a household servant. Granted status he did not earn, the man turned cruel, venting his bitterness on the child who carried none of his blood. Yet from the very beginning, she possessed an unyielding will. The more she was scorned,
So,
the deeper her
she is doing drag. When she's in Velvet Shade.
resolve burned. She bound her hair, dressed as a boy, and swore that no one would
Hell
ever
yeah.
trample her or her mother again.
Let's go, girly!
She endured humiliation, scraped and clawed her way upward, until she stood beside Wen Tao himself. There, in Weiyang City,
I want this
she learned a
outfit. I
merciless
want this
truth.
outfit so bad.
To stand at the top, one must devour others, and whoever devours the most becomes the master. Wealth could turn people into monsters.
At first, they eat away your mind, your heart. Then, they devour everything that makes you human.
Oh no.
Leaving only the beast inside.
She crushed the
Not the
rightful
beast.
heir, Wen Wuhen, and rose as young Lord Wuchui. Rumors followed her like shadows. Today she laughed and drank with you. Tomorrow she took your head along
Wait,
with
is the
your
white-haired guy the same
Corpses
person as the
stacked
Timo
behind
cosplayer?
her
Yeah,
ascent,
it
each
is.
sealed with a coin meant to buy a life. As long as she continued to win, fear had no place in her heart. But Wen Wuhen, stripped of everything, had nothing left to lose. She took his relatives hostage and killed them. In return, Wen Wuhen seized her mother. Forced to choose, she found her blade trembling. Wen Wuhen laughed at her hesitation. Without the courage to sever your own arm, how can you rule Weiyang City?
What?
She closed her eyes and waited for death.
Why would you do that?
Instead, she heard the sound of flesh tearing. Her mother had thrown herself onto the blade. Her meridians were shattered. Her martial arts reduced to nothing. How she escaped, she no longer remembered. When she
Ta-da!
awoke, there was chanting.
Ta-da!
In a ruined room, an old
Blonde
woman
hair.
knelt on the floor, praying to the Buddhas to spare her daughter's life, clutching her hand and calling her name softly, Yingying. In that moment, Wen Wuchui understood that what is lost can never be reclaimed. She only wanted to be Yingying. She collapsed into the woman's arms. In the darkness,
She only
they were like
wanted to
two
be
shattered
Yingying.
pieces of jade, broken, scarred, yet
Granny
fitting together
Turtle.
perfectly at last. In Weiyang City, merchants believed that fear, greed, and weakness were the greatest treasures, and Wen Wuchui once lived by that creed. When Kaifeng panicked over the rise of Zhao Kuang-yin, she exploited that fear. Knowing a massacre was unlikely, she spread false rumors through the Unbound Cavern gang, planning to buy fleeing citizens property at dirt-cheap prices and profit once order was restored. She believed this fortune would repay Granny Turtle, the old woman who saved her life, and perhaps even allow her return to Weiyang City. But Granny Turtle also believed the rumors and sold everything in terror. From her broken words, Wen Wuchui learned the truth.
The massacre started. Ying-Ying! Where's my Ying-Ying?
Please.
Mother, don't worry. I'm right here.
Don't take me for a fool. You're not Yang Yang. Yang Yang, where are you?
Mother, you're confused again. Let me help you back to bed.
Granny Turtle's daughter, Yin Yang, died 11 years ago in a massacre carried out by the Khitans. Heartbroken after losing her son in battle and then her daughter as well, she gradually lost her sanity. She mistook any young girl she met for Yin Yang until she encountered Wen Wuche, wounded and helpless on the streets of Kaifeng, looking exactly like her daughter had before her death. After the false rumors Wen Wuche spread that day, she watched refugees flee Kaifeng, fighting over scraps of food. Only then did Wen Wuche finally understand the true price behind the so-called treasures that the merchants of Weiyang City spoke of. Broken and exhausted, she resigned herself to a quiet life, selling small handmade crafts on the streets. Among struggling street vendors, Wen Wuche discovered a different meaning of commerce. Merchants did not only create suffering, they could also solve problems, bring goods to those in need, and smooth the balance between supply and demand. For the first time, she realized that profit did not require cruelty. The world already had more than enough problems waiting to be solved. Slowly, life returned to her. She even saved a wounded kitten and named it Yuan Bao, and through these small acts of kindness, found a joy she had never known. Granny Turtle made Yin Yin a cat ear hat, so she would no longer be stared at for her
That's so
golden hair.
cute! She's just walking
Ember
around
of
with
the
her
East became
cat.
a beloved street vendor girl, living in poverty but content. For a time, Wen Wuche believed this simple life was enough, but the world would not allow peace to last.
I wish that was a
Coin
cosmetic, so
confiscation
I can always
policies
go
and growing
around
chaos threatened
with a
even its fragile
backpack
stability,
with a
Wen
cat in
Wuche
it.
made her choice. One moonlit night, resting her head in Granny Turtle's lap, she thought of a final venture, not for profit, but to save the city. And
We
thus
love the
Treasure
kittens.
Basin Clan was born.
This cat even has a dress.
Unfortunately, the plan to ease the suffering in Kaifeng met a major obstacle. A direct order from the prefect of Kaifeng, Zhao Guangyi, the younger brother of the reigning emperor, Zhao Kuangyin.
Wait,
He believed that the
is this Tianying?
confiscation of Tang coins with
Profit does not require cruelty. That's how you lose your job at Arasaka Tower. Oh my god. The way I was so obsessed with, what's it called? Cyberpunk? It's called Cyberpunk, right?
without compensation was necessary for the greater good, and he delegated the entire task to Magistrate Lord Shi. Zhao Guangyi's disregard for the people's suffering gave free rein to the magistrate's notorious brutality. Harsh confiscations and severe punishments against those who resisted not only worsened the people's misery, but also severely damaged the court's image in the eyes of the populace. As it turned out, this magistrate was not a stranger to Ying Ying at all.
Uh-oh.
Have we met before?
Nope. Complete strangers. I don't want to die. You're gonna die. Uh-oh. Blonde. I wonder if her real hair is blonde. Or is it...
He
Ta-da!
had once been a merchant in Weiyang City, but bankruptcy reduced him to a homeless beggar, fighting stray dogs for scraps of food. One day, he battled through a mob to
This
seize a
boss
jade
fight
pendant
was
tossed
really
aside
cool
by
as
the Emperor
well.
of the East, Ying Ying herself, back when she was still an arrogant lord blinded by wealth. Clinging to the humiliation
Very
of
cool
seeing her laugh
indeed.
that day, he swore to restore his fortune at any cost. He later became a pawn of Wen Wuhim, the very man who had harmed Ying Ying and caused her mother's death. Yet even then, Wen Wuhen looked down on him. Consumed by resentment, he eventually stole Weiyang City's secret martial manuals and bargained with the Orient Pavilion. Assuming two new identities, the mystic supervisor of the Orient Pavilion and the magistrate of Kaifeng, he secretly replaced the real magistrate. Through this deception, He worked from within to
I want that
undermine the
weapon.
Song
Like,
Court
oh my
on
god, he
behalf
made
of
it
the
into like a
Orient Pavilion.
spear. The two swords.
Now, young master,
Like a
you have seen why the people of Kaifeng
double-edged
must hide their
spear.
true selves to protect themselves from unseen hands in the dark, and you have begun to hear their silent cries.
Yes, turns blonde when she powers
What
up,
will Uncle John
right?
do? What will Yi Dao do? And what will Qian Yin do? You are starting to understand what Xia truly means in the Jianhu legends.
Confiscating the coins or not, it's not my place to say. But I do know one thing. Someone must die.
Yes.
And to see the thin line between
Someone
the so-called greater
must
good and what the people
die.
actually need.
For the greater good.
This was such a cool scene.
Must be born.
I love this
Fixating on
part.
a single leaf blinds one to the whole forest.
A single leaf.
So what will a nameless fledgling Jianghu hero choose to do? Answer the call of the people. Answer it with Xia, with righteousness, so that those in power may finally see. It is the people's trust that raises them high. And it is that same trust that can bring everything crashing down. Profit can be born from illusion, and fortune can be born from trust, just as the people's trust can become the true treasure of a nation.
So pretty.
Though the people are silent, true heroes shall be their voice.
It's so epic. I love the ending of this Kaifeng story.
I told you long ago, this won't end well. Then the government stepped in.
Wait, wouldn't that make things worse for the heroes?
How could that be? The government definitely stands with the people.
The Song Court answered the people's pleas that day, halting the confiscation policy and earning their trust. This became the stepping stone that led for the first time in history to the creation of paper money by the Song dynasty.
If copper can be money, and iron
Paper
can be
money. Let's go.
paper can be money
Easier. Easier.
Though no one knows who the nameless hero was, it does not truly matter. True chivalry does not require being a great warrior or someone who changes the course of history. Even a single person standing up for others and creating a small but meaningful change is enough to be called righteous. One need not have a
Corpus
face or a name.
mindset.
Sometimes the story of that righteousness alone is enough to inspire people to change for the better, like a single leaf becoming the hope of a dying tree. The
Yeah, I
people
think
of
my
Kaifeng
first
only
V,
know that a hero stood up for them.
I went the Corpus route.
That was enough for the story to become
I believe
immortal,
so.
urging generations to believe
Don't
in
remember.
change. Like Granny Turtle, every coin she had treasured over the years carried her pain and tragic past.
I meant in
The
Warframe.
coin her
Oh,
mother gave her when she was sold away.
I was
The
thinking
coin her husband
Cyberpunk.
kept for their daughter before giving his life fighting the invaders. The coin paid as compensation for her son's death in war.
Aw,
Yet she agreed to trade them all for the
Granny
new money,
Turtle.
leaving sorrow behind and choosing to believe in a better, peaceful future. The people too, scarred by years of war and disaster, bearing countless wounds of the past, were ready to move on, to believe in change once more, once they found a reason to trust again.
You're gonna melt everything down. Boom. Oh, this was so sad. That's not your son. Your son has been dead for so long. I am so sorry, Granny. Aw. Right to the guts.
But,
For
young
reals.
master, the heroic stories of Kaifeng go far beyond what we have seen.
Oh, yes.
No one knows your name in the tale of your deeds there, just as the stories of the Jianghu warriors who once passed through this city before you were all real. The dark surge of Kaifeng once again raises a difficult question. How much is the so-called greater good truly worth when weighed against sacrifice, unjust deaths, betrayal, and misplaced hatred? These are the truths we will uncover in the next chapter.
Yeah, I need to know more about her. I know I've done her like one of the side quests for her, but I'm still like, what the hell? What the hell? Great video. Thank you. Thank you. I remembered. I think Mujin uploaded a video. Clap, indeed. The granary story was interesting. It was, I think. As said, I barely remember what I read while I do the quests.
Typically, when you see...
Okay, what is this? How PETA turned an entire country against it overnight. What happened here? What the frick happened here?
Typically, when you see someone abuse a pet or...
Talking about abusing a pet, and we're watching a big-ass picture of Hassan. That's gnarly. I hope Kaya is not getting shocked anymore. Please don't electrify your dog.
Animal on the internet, then chances are you'll probably see someone in the comments somewhere saying, call PETA. In fact, one could even argue that this has been a thing on the internet for as long as we can remember. But what is PETA anyway? Well, it stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. What a wonderful name for an organization. Okay, well, what do they fight for? Animal rights? That's awesome. Well, not quite. Here's how they describe their own mission on their website. Animals are not ours to experiment on, eat, wear, use for entertainment, or abuse in any other way. Okay, kind of extremist, right? The idea that no one's allowed to eat animals, that's definitely interesting, but most people can definitely agree with the other parts. But how is it that an organization like this managed to make so many generations of people be aware of its existence? How does it have such a monopoly?
That's very extreme. Do they want all of us to become like
actually all thanks to their
mega vegan?
Strategy. You see, ever since PETA was created in the 1980s, they knew that people had bigger worries than wondering where animals came from and how they were processed in factories. So to truly get their message across...
You wouldn't drink your mom's breast milk now, so why drink a cow's? That's very black and white, no?
Has always been to grab headlines by any...
Some guys do. That was exactly my thought.
PETA would be synonymous
there are people who do that.
Marketing campaigns. This right here is one of the most famous examples. A group of naked women laying in coffins in public saying they'd rather be caught dead than wear animal fur. Things like this became an important part of PETA's DNA, and it would help them spread awareness about their cause and their organization to multiple generations. But that's, of course, until Gen Z came along. A generation that kind of grew up understanding what they were, but by the time they became adults, became so desensitized by the internet that nothing really shocked them anymore. PETA had used the same strategy for decades now, shock and boldness. The problem with this strategy, though, is that over time, for it to remain effective, every campaign you make has to be more shocking than the previous one. And more importantly, the line between bull shock and rage bait is extremely thin.
Okay.
And for years now, PETA has been absolutely clueless about the fact that they had crossed it a while ago. They had essentially gone from very bold marketing campaigns that no one had ever done before to now posting an AI-generated image of a fish being cut into sushi, calling it artistic rendering, and being community noted. That's just plain embarrassing. For years now, this has been PETA's reality. They're nothing more than just rage baiters, and they failed to see that. They've completely lost the plot. And speaking of losing the plot, it turns out that PETA actually enjoys killing animals more than rescuing them.
What?
After numerous investigations spanning across multiple years...
And here I thought PETA were the good guys.
Conclude that PETA enjoys killing animals way more than just putting them up for adoption and finding them a new loving home. Why? Because they...
Is Cumbercat edible? I mean, isn't everything edible? If you're brave enough.
Believe owning a pet dog is slavery. I wish I was kidding. Don't believe me? Well, the founder of PETA herself said that pet ownership is an abysmal situation.
What?
And argued in a 2014 interview.
So instead of letting people adopt and take care of cats, they're like, oh no, we're just gonna kill them instead.
Outdoor cats.
How does that make
killed.
sense?
It's better for them. By now, and we're still in the intro of this video, you're probably wondering, okay, how the hell does this organization even still exist? And how can it possibly get any worse? Well, recently, PETA decided that killing animals is not enough. They decided to openly tarnish the legacy of a dead animal. And the backlash that they experienced was biblical. You see, Silent Suzuka was a Japanese racehorse with an unrivaled legacy.
And here I thought PETA were the good guys. That's why everyone was like, oh, call PETA as soon as an animal was like not being treated well. But oh my god, don't call PETA. Who are we supposed to call now? Arwen? Why did you write Sarah like that? That makes me nervous. New skin in 4 hours. Oh, is it that sparrow skin? It was something bird name skin, I believe.
I mean, he was extremely fast and well known globally to anyone who followed horse racing. However, in 1998, his life ended after a tragic injury on the track.
Ugh.
What really made Silent Suzuka stand out during that incident, though, is that even though he was in horrendous pain, he didn't flip out, he didn't try to injure his jockey, no. He silently went to the side of the track, dropped off his jockey, and when he was sure that his human rider was safe, proceeded to collapse. Yeah, he was one hell of a horse. Now in 2021, the mobile game Uma Musume Pretty Derby would come out in Japan. It would be an anime horse girl racing game, with every one of these anime girls representing a famous Japanese racehorse. This game would prove to be extremely successful.
Yeah, this game is so popular. Is it worth playing? Is it fun?
Globally in 2025 and would make billions of dollars. And one of the horses that was immortalized as an anime horse girl was none other than Silent Suzuka. In fact, Uma Musume would even have an anime, and Silent Suzuka would make an appearance there too. So as you can see, this was a very well-beloved and very well-respected horse to this day. So what the hell could have PETA possibly done to create a worldwide backlash? Did they pay their respects to this wonderful animal that showed incredible compassion to humans in its final moments? Of course not. They instead would post a disgusting image of the anime horse girl version of Silent Suzuka with a grotesque leg.
If Uma Musume Pretty Derby were honest, your favorite horse girl doesn't get a comeback arc. One failed event and the race is over forever. Just like what happened to the real Silent Suzuka. Yeah, but it isn't... The game is not supposed to be real. It's just supposed to, like, honor the horses. What is wrong with them? By honoring the horses, you're not supposed to kill them, right?
Injury where you can see the bone protrude outside of the skin, arguing that if the game was honest, your favorite horse girl wouldn't get any comeback arcs. One failed event and the race is over, just like what happened to the real Silent
So
Suzuka.
sad. It's honestly so sad that, like, if a horse breaks their leg, it's over. Because they are built so weirdly. Like, they can't function without their legs, and it's sad.
PETA had been fucking around for years and had faced barely any consequences. This time, though, they fucked around and they found out. Because not only did this post get viewed 16.4 million times,
this was recent. Damn.
Are there 11,000 replies completely shitting on their entire existence? Not only did this post get community
This
noted,
is so sad.
but it even prompted a Japanese politician to speak out on this disgusting behavior, as well as the owner of
Because, I mean, the
Silent
game is just honoring the horses, right? Why would they want to, like, make people relive the trauma? Hello? That's so, like, weird of them to post that. But apparently it's not the first time. I saw the Pokemon thing as well.
Suzuka. Guys, this was probably one of the worst things PETA could have ever done to their reputation.
I'm so confused.
More and more people are looking into the fact that they're killing more animals than they're saving, with Japanese people in particular finding out the true nature of this company rather than thinking that they...
We joke if you make fun of Amamamus, the Yakuza will come after you because horse racing betting was big and they surely come after them for this one. Oh my. Yes. Rest in pieces or something.
actually fight for animal rights. And unlike their usual rage bait, this time there were many people that destroyed the hell out of PETA with facts and logic. Actual real arguments that show that Uma Musume Pretty Derby did a million times more than PETA could ever hope to achieve. It was hilarious seeing this disgusting organization get pummeled to oblivion, and so that's why
I had no idea that PETA was
so
gross.
Know the drill. Let's.
I thought they were actually the good guys.
All right, so look, as I mentioned in the intro, PETA gained prominence, or I should say relevancy, due to its shocking and bold marketing campaigns.
If
like
dogs taste like pork, would you eat them? What's the difference?
This one right here. If
so PETA really wants everyone to go vegan.
Dogs tasted like pork, would you eat them? What's the difference? Go vegan, showing the image of a dog with a pig's head. By PETA's own standards, though, this was definitely soft. You see, one of the first instances of extremely shocking yet somewhat bold marketing campaigns.
PETA is super bad. In America, it's common knowledge not to support PETA. Oh, damn. Like, maybe, as I said, I live under a rock, goddamn. But, holy. Because you know the meme, like, called PETA? Like, I remember that since I was a kid. So I just assumed, you know? Holy.
Was as far
this is making me scared.
Back as 1991. Back then, one of America's most infamous serial killers,
Hello,
Jeffrey
what are you doing
Dahmer,
here, Dahmer?
was captured. Jeffrey was someone who had captured 17 males and, well, got rid of their limbs. He would then place them in the fridge and eat them later. Because guess what? The guy was a cannibal. What would PETA do? Well, they'd publish a newspaper advertisement pretty much likening meat packers to being exactly like Jeffrey Dahmer, someone who killed 17 human beings. Now, today, if this happened, no one would really care. But back then...
Like, I mean, when they post this shite comparing people who eat meat with Jeffrey Dahmer, they must know that it doesn't make sense. There's no logic behind it. They just want to rage bait, right? I remember when they were mad at Monster Hunter for killing monsters, when the stories about saving the environment. Oh my god. I need to explanation of what's going on. Apparently PETA has posted something about Umamu's, a Japanese game. I don't even know how to say the name. About like honoring racehorses. And it has made the entire internet and the world and the country of Japan extremely mad. And I am just learning that PETA is bad. Like, holy. How did I not know this before? Jesus Christus.
A lot. This caused unprecedented commotion, and it was exactly what PETA wanted. From their point of view, their mission is to get animal rights messages out to as many people as possible.
That's what I mean. They know they just rage baiting because it doesn't make any sense referring to an actual serial killer to people who eat meat. They just want attention, right? They can't actually believe that.
Which is why they try to make their actions colorful and controversial. Colorful is a very interesting word. All in the hopes of grabbing as many headlines around the world and spreading the message of kindness to animals to thousands, sometimes millions of people. They would then gloat that this approach has proved to be amazingly successful. And you know what? To their credit, initially it was. For the first 2 decades after PETA was established, they would spread awareness over some extremely inhumane conditions that many animals faced in different areas, whether it be factories, farms, or hell, even government agencies. The outrage following these investigations would help new laws be put in place. Laws that would either help animals get treated better or straight up shut down certain labs or agencies that would mistreat them. However, not all good things
all rage bait
last
tactics
forever.
until a lawsuit strikes them.
Entirely. In fact, after my research, I can personally conclude that they had officially lost the plot by 2003, when they would release their newest marketing campaign, an exhibition titled Holocaust on a Plate.
What?
And yes, it is as horrible as it sounds. In fact, here's a sign that you would find at this exhibition. On the left, you would see a Holocaust victim that went through famine, and on the right, you would see a cow that went through famine. I don't think it would take a genius to understand that Jews back then were extremely angered by such a marketing campaign.
Like, this is so insane to me that I have a hard time actually believing it's real. They talk a lot of shit, but manage to not step in line of slander somehow. This is like actually... What?
Campaign, likening the suffering of so many people in World War II to the idea of eating meat. I mean, come on. And at a certain point, this would just get old. People wouldn't take them as seriously anymore. Around almost a decade later in 2014, PETA would release a marketing campaign in which they say that dog breeders are literally the Austrian painter, releasing a poster of a dog with the infamous, well, mustache. And if you thought that wasn't bad enough,
do they think they're funny or something?
If you went to PETA's website, you'd be greeted with, got autism? Studies have shown a link between cow's milk and autism. Now, this confused the hell out of people, and it could mean one of two things. The first possibility is them saying that cow's milk causes autism, which is extremely incorrect. There's nothing in any way, shape, or form proving that. And the second possibility is them saying that only autistic people drink cow's milk, which I don't need to sit here and tell you sounds really bad. Pretty much saying that there's something very wrong with autistic people, which isn't the case. They're just people. You see what I meant in the intro? Once you make shocking statements, the only way to keep people's attention is to somehow make a shocking statement more shocking every single time.
I just got like a bad taste in my mouth.
So thin, yeah, it's no surprise by this point people thought PETA was a joke. Their stupid antics were starting to alienate vegans from wanting to support them. That was their target audience. I mean, mid-pandemic in 2020, when people were wrestling with the fact that they had to be isolated for God knows how long, PETA comes out and says, oh, hey, yeah, this happened because of you meat eaters. Tofu never caused the pandemic. Dude, shut the fuck up. Now, yes, this stupid attempt at rage bait.
I'm honestly, I'm shook at. What the freak is wrong with these people? I had no idea PETA was doing this kind of shite. I am so shook at. I swear to God, I do truly live under a rock. I swear to God. How do I miss everything?
And while I'd love to just sit here and laugh, unfortunately, when it comes to PETA, their existence is actually a problem, especially if you like animals. You see, this organization is nothing more than just a group of extremists. In 2017, 2 PETA employees would kidnap a 9-year-old's chihuahua. They assumed that it was a stray that needed to be euthanized because, of course, they hate the idea of putting up a dog for adoption. However, state laws say that they have to hold the pet for 5 days to make sure there's no owner that, well, will claim it. They chose to ignore that rule and euthanize this poor chihuahua within the same
this is gonna make me
day.
cry.
The family ended up suing the organization and PETA paid them $49,000 to settle. But that poor girl is probably traumatized for life.
That's
but I wish
so
that was the worst
fucked
thing
up.
they'd done. In 2005, 2 years after their completely tone-deaf Holocaust marketing campaign, some people would start noticing that the dumpsters behind a supermarket in North Carolina was filled with dead animals, specifically cats and dogs. Well, it turned out it was none other than PETA. The 2 employees in question would be acquiring these pets by lying to veterinarians.
He eventually discovered a total of 21 dead dogs inside those bags. 17 dogs and 3 cats. Was discovered within 20 bags in the same dumpster.
Telling them they're going to put them up for adoption and then just euthanizing them in the same day in the back of their van.
Oh my God. This is gonna make me cry, guys. I'm so shook at. I had no idea this was gonna turn so dark. This is making me so sad.
The veterinarian who had given these pets to PETA thinking they would get adopted would later say,
especially the kid. No.
They were in good health and were very adoptable, especially the kittens. It was tragic, and yet PETA was able to get away with this because of a stupid law in the US that says that PETA and other shelters are allowed to kill owner-relinquished animals for virtually any reason at any time without any effort to find them homes. But of course, politicians don't care about actual important matters like this. And finally, if you want something actually a bit more recent to truly show you how disgusting PETA is, then look no further. This was a study published in February 4th, 2025, examining the rate of death of animals in PETA shelters in the year of 2024. Now, PETA is established in the state of Virginia. The average rate of euthanasia for all agencies in Virginia is 10%. That means that 90% of their animals find a new home. they successfully get adopted, with 10% being euthanized, which is reasonable. Some cats or dogs they might find on the street might have a very bad disease, they could be on their last legs, and giving them euthanasia is the most humane thing to do, that way they don't squirm in pain for the rest of their lives. PETA, on the other hand,
This is disgusting.
euthanizes
What the frick?
64% of their
This makes no sense. Do they even try?
dogs, 69% of their cats, and 67% of all animals in general that are held in their shelters. Think about this for a second. Only 30% somehow find a new home. The majority find themselves dead. Does that seem like an organization that likes animals to you? I mean, look at this.
No.
In 2014, they euthanized 96% of their cats. Very interesting, right?
I don't even know what to say. I'm just sad. What the fuck?
Especially seeing that the founder of PETA has already expressed the fact that stray cats shouldn't exist.
What?
In other words, they should all be killed. I mean, I just find this so disgusting, but also so fascinating. PETA always likes to ignore the fact that humans and animals are fundamentally different, which is why we shouldn't eat them. Does that mean we should euthanize 69% of children that are currently in shelters waiting to be adopted by a family? I wonder what this failure of an organization would say. Oh wait, I actually know exactly what they would say. One look at their social media in 2025, and the only thing you'll find is rage bait. That's what they still thrive on. They want views, they want relevancy at any cost, no matter how stupid they might look in the public's eyes. And it's that same exact philosophy that made them fuck around and
So what's the fucking point with this organization? That they only want people to be vegan? Is that the only thing they care about?
to one of the most loyal communities on the internet, and it resulted in them wiping the floor with PETA's pathetic ass. This all brings us back to the game Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Available both on PC and mobile, it pretty much took over the world this year. In fact, if you were able to catch the Game Awards recently, then you would have seen that it actually won Best Mobile Game. The same company behind that very successful game that's generated billions of dollars to date is also behind its extremely successful anime series. All the horse girls in the anime and the game are actually based off their real-life counterparts. This was only possible to do after getting direct approval from each one of their owners. But that's not all, of course. They weren't just able to make an awesome game, some great anime, and respect the medium. Horse racing has been a dying sport for years now, and they were able to revitalize the entire industry by bringing in such a huge amount of young people that are now interested in it thanks to the game and anime. In fact, the developer, Cygames, wouldn't just support horse racing directly by sponsoring multiple events, they would also make it a point to support retired racehorses, making sure that they're not neglected and encouraging fans to donate to them. In fact, ever since
Yeah, that's hella important. I know in like the trotting world as well, that's rather big in Sweden, that a lot of retired sport horses just end up going to slaughter, and which is very sad, because the stable where I basically grew up in and always was in when I was a kid took in a lot of retired racehorses or racehorses that wasn't suited for the track, so they were basically sold for nothing or going to, end up dead. So he took in a lot of those. So I worked with a lot of new like horses that came from the racing track. They started out as an animal rights activity group, and their starting time, there were points where they were right, but now they radicalized themselves, and lots of action seemed to be just for activity's sake. More Zero lore. Yeah.
Pretty Derby had come out
This
in
is
Japan,
actually
and then
making me
eventually
so
came out
sad.
globally. The Retired Horse Association of Japan, who takes care of all retired racehorses, has seen a massive surge in donations. I mean, look at this. They had created a fundraiser back in October to create a memorial for multiple retired horses that had passed away recently.
Wow, that's
And they were
amazing.
able to raise 6.3 million yen out of their 10 million
I'm
yen
not sure
goal.
what I think about racing in general, but if people do it right and take care of the horses right, then sure.
Before Uma Musume, people didn't really care that much about retired horses. Now they do. Isn't that awesome? Now with all this info in mind, and this is me barely scraping the surface by the way, how much worse does this post from PETA actually sound now? Going after a developer and a game that has done more for horses than they could ever even conceive. I mean, what a desperate cry for attention. The replies would of course immediately point this out, like this one that ratioed the original post by like 5 times, saying Uma Musume does more to the welfare of the horses it honors than misleading and self-serving posts like this do better or be quiet. I mean, not a single one of these 11,000 replies were positive. They were just shitting on PETA's entire existence. The audacity for an organization that euthanizes 70% of its animals to talk about euthanasia is wild. Just so you know, this was a severe leg injury that Silent Suzuka experienced on the racetrack. Once that happens to a horse, they are guaranteed to die a slow and painful death. Euthanasia here was actually, unlike PETA's shelters, humane. But they've lost the plot since 2003. Reasoning with them is pointless. But people decided to quote tweet them anyway because why not? They're clowns, they deserve it. This person would say the irony is that Uma Musume itself is responsible for the increase of the Retired Horse Racing Association's donations and care for the animals. Just this year, between Versailles Farm, Northern Farm, and Nice Nature, which are 3 different horses, they raised over $1 million combined, spread purely by the fans' love of the horses. Here we can see a chart of Nice Nature's birthday donation trends, and as you can see, there is a massive uptick in donations after Uma Musume Pretty Derby had come out. I mean, it would go from 1,700,000 yen to 35 million after the game had come out. That's a multiplication of almost 35 times, and it kept rising higher and higher, reaching 74 million in 2024. But yeah, let's make a disgusting drawing instead, criticizing the game instead of helping. I mean, PETA has no idea just how much Japanese people in general, including the voice actress of Silent Suzuka herself, hold respect for these horses. In an interview, she was literally crying over Silent Suzuka's memory, wondering if she could properly convey the spirit of this legendary horse. Do PETA employees cry when they euthanize 70% of their animals for no reason?
Probably not.
That's a rhetorical question. And then of course comes the very embarrassing community note that came in different languages. This is the Japanese one. It would say, "This is hate speech." Might be a bit of a rough translation. Anyway, although the game Uma Musume Pretty Derby is in no way opposed to PETA's philosophy of establishing and defending animal rights, this post provokes those involved with the game. Reference about PETA. So that link is meant to show you that PETA's philosophy is to stand against anyone opposed to animal rights. Cool. Then it goes on to say, this post violates the guidelines of Uma Musume Pretty Derby by denigrating the honor and rights of others, making it an antisocial post that does not follow the rules, like guidelines for derivative works of Uma Musume Pretty Derby. So here we get linked to the website of Uma Musume, outlining their terms of service for fan works. In a nutshell, you can create fan art, you can create fan merch, you can do all those things, but they cannot be political, they cannot be sexual, and they sure as hell cannot be gory or disturbing. That's exactly what PETA was doing.
Not gonna lie, this makes me want to play this game. Should we play this game?
Community note would say, provocative posts intended to attract attention also have an aspect of spam and therefore violate X's terms of service. This also would be echoed by the community note in English, saying Cygames guidelines strictly prohibit violent or grotesque depictions of Uma Musume characters to respect the real horses. Using the IP for political advocacy or commercial gain is a direct violation of their derivative work guidelines. So seeing this, Twitter was overjoyed, begging Cygames to sue the ever-living shit out of PETA, saying that there's approximately 5
PETA feels like an organization that just needs to be deleted. Like, yeet it into oblivion, please.
Guidelines and actual grounds for a hefty lawsuit. I think it was safe to say at this point that no one was siding with PETA. But we're not just talking about the English-speaking audience here. This travesty had reached Japan, and the damage to their image there became catastrophic. A Japanese politician by the name of Kurishita Zenko, who used to be a part of the Japanese Metropolitan Assembly, would catch wind of this, and he would have something to say. It would be in Japanese, so here's the translation. He'd say, PETA, the world's largest animal rights organization, has suddenly made the following post using illustrations from Uma Musume, sparking controversy. It already has a community note attached, stating it violates content guidelines, but we must recognize that just because it's a massive international organization doesn't necessarily mean it's fair, in reference to following the rules. He'd then replied to his own post, continuing, saying, PETA's incoherent accusations against Nintendo are still fresh in our memory. It almost feels like they're targeting Japanese content. Surely there are other things they should be doing to protect animals. He would continue further, referencing the article about the pet chihuahua we just saw earlier, saying, "Thank you for the information. I couldn't believe my eyes. Not many people in Japan know what kind of organization PETA is, so we should take this
Oh my god, I hope they, like, Japan just kills PETA. Euthanize them immediately.
Spread the word." See how much damage this did? Look, this philosophy of bad publicity is always good publicity? No. Japan was under the impression that PETA actually stood for animal rights. Now they're finding out what kind of organization they truly are. In other words, they fucked around and they found out. But the finding out part wasn't over just yet. That's because out of nowhere, the owner of the late Silent Suzuka would say in a quote tweet, straight up, "Go to hell, you shitty organization."
Damn
this
right.
would get 3 million views, 75,000 likes. I mean, straight up full support for this guy. And he's totally right.
Wait.
Someone would reply to the owner's post saying, "I remember Suzuka," in a quote tweet,
Aoi Kenshi. Aoi Kenshi? Oh. I spelled that completely wrong. Aoi, okay. Where's that tweet? Where is it? Did they delete it? I want to retweet that. Come on. Can't find it. Oh well.
straight up, "Go to hell, you shitty organization." This would get 3 million views, 75,000 likes. I mean, straight up full support for this guy. And he's totally right. Someone would reply to the owner's post saying, "I remember Suzuka's fracture being a comminuted fracture where the broken bones didn't protrude out. Not an open fracture like in that organization's picture where the bone is visible from the outside. But was I wrong?" The owner would say, "That's right." In other words, PETA was straight up lying. That's not how the fracture looked. Am I surprised? No. Someone else would reply with, "Is this the group that was saying about Mario Kart's cow putting a nose ring on it as a symbol of livestock?" This was in reference to what the politician had said earlier, that they had tried to go after Nintendo for this Mario Kart character. Like, how ridiculous is this? Their marketing campaign said, "Let cow race free, remove her nose ring." Like, surely there must be more important things to do. A few days later, the owner of the late Silent Suzuka would quote tweet the tweet we just saw where he called PETA a shitty organization and say, "The resentful voices from all over the world against that shitty organization group are intense. Seriously, what the hell did they do to get hated this much? Lol." Well, the Japanese people are slowly finding out, aren't they? In fact, my favorite tweet in all this, okay, was this guy going back to that dog AI generated image of a fish being turned into sushi, quote tweeting it and saying, "It's honestly hilarious how the obese fast food nation that's all about burgers is nitpicking Japanese sushi." PETA wasn't just ruining their reputation worldwide, they were also ruining the American reputation worldwide. Not that it was very good to begin with, but still, it's not like they need more negative shit. Overall, this whole thing was an absolute mess, and it only served to make it known that PETA is terrible. Now everyone is starting to get aware of this. This was one of the worst decisions the social media team of PETA could have taken, and now people are simply begging Cygames to sue the ever-living shit out of them. I usually try to stay neutral in my videos, but dude, even I'm hoping that happens, okay? I truly want to see that. That would be so cool. Anyway, thank you so much for watching until the end. If you're interested in the entire history of Uma Musume Pretty Derby and how it came to be, as well as how it helped to revitalize the entire horse racing industry, then make sure to check out the video I made about it a few months ago called The Chaotic History of the Horse Game That Took Over the World. And if you want to get a healthy alternative to an energy drink for this Christmas, then make sure to hit the Gamer Subs and use the code MUJIN for 10% off your total order. It helps me directly, and I'm sure you'll enjoy the product. Thank you so much again for watching the video platonically until the end, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. I love you so much. Mwah.
Eat for free? Oh, I'm quiet because I'm actually so sad. This made me so depressed. I don't even know what to say. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad I watched it because now I know. It's just extremely sad. I have the shitty organization post. Do you want me to DM it to you? Oh, yes, please. I just queue up League and run it down mid when I get depressed. How does that help? Oh my god. You have to look at the new Where Winds Meet drip as well. Oh my god. Well, this made me happier. I love the hair. I love the hair. It's so long. I guess it's the draw thingy. The exclusive ones. Or is it a shop one? Arrives today. Aye, there we go. Thank you. Okay, well then. Now I'm sad, guys. What the fuck? I'm so sad. I cried so much watching that. Especially when I pulled up the stats with the euthanasia shit. I believe it's 2,580. Oh, damn, really? That looked so fancy. I thought it would be like the special draw ones, but apparently not. Well, I'm definitely gonna buy that. We all know that. Holy. It's not even a surprise. I'm gonna buy that. Everyone knows that. Oh my god. Guys, I'm so sad. What are we supposed to do now? I don't even feel like playing. Jesus Christ. I have so much Warframe stuff on my YouTubes nowadays. It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. Warframe is the GOAT. Yeah. I've honestly been wanting to play Warframe for so many days now, since last time I streamed it. But I didn't want to play it without it being on stream. Because I'm like in the middle of the beginning, right? The story. I don't know what I could... I guess I could have grinded something without continuing the story, maybe? Well, you can. Oh. Bark, 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 bark. Oh. Zero, I have a funny story for you. A few days ago, I watched a video with a very funny looking character. Oh. What kind of character was that? In Winds Meet. Did someone make a funny character? God, this outfit is so pretty. I'm just looking at this new dragon outfit. Holy, it's gonna be mine. It was a face scan character. The shit looked so sharp. Yeah, that's the thing. As soon as we can make like a second character, I want to try when they do like a character based on your voice. I want to see what my voice will look like. I heard there's a 40k boat in Where Winds Meet. Yeah, there is. I think it's even more than 40k, but everyone just say 40k. It's insane. We're gonna match. Yay! It's so pretty. Why don't make a 2-in-face appearance and try it? Oh, I can do that? 40k USD, yes. Insanely expensive. And someone, I don't know if we have 2 or 1 person. I only see a person called Sky that has the boat. But I think there might be 2. You can save 5 different face appearances and swap it. Oh, right, that's true. You can. I just never played around with that. I did add some new makeup to my character with a new outfit because I wanted it to match better, but that's all. It was a face. Also, the forehead was weird. Oh. But yeah, next time we play Where Winds Meet, I have to try the voice thing. What will Where Winds Meet create? Thanks to my voice. Who knows? I wonder if I could take a picture of my VTuber and they try to make a character from that. Does that work? Or will they immediately be like, nah, this is Animu. Doesn't work. It'd be too OP. Perhaps. But yeah, guys, I don't really feel like playing today after that video. I'm sad. And angry. I've also already been streaming over 3 hours. Got scammed, damn. I'm sorry. I didn't think I would get stuck with the videos for so long. But you never know with me. You never know. I always have a plan, but I usually never stick to it. Get up, go grab all the fur babies and force them into... Yeah, I will. Like I'm just looking at my cats and it's making me so sad. There will be consequences. Listen, I promise. Tomorrow when I get on, we're just gonna play Warframe the entire stream. Because I have truly been itching to play it. I want to get into more Warframe. Hello there. Welcome in. Oh my days. You already have 10,000 points. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's time for a cumbered squeeze. First we need him. I'm a good lurker. Truly. I have to zoom in. Are you ready? Are you ready for the squirt? Aye. But yeah, that cat is getting 8. No, it's not. You have to go through me first. Numbs the tail. No! No one eats Cumbercat. I will destroy you all before you can get to him. All I'm saying. She's also very passionate about cat. I am. Like, oh my god, that video made me so sad. You're like a bunny shark fusion. Only Chinese eats cats. Why would you say that? Yeah, I am a dolphin. I'm not a shark. I'm a bunny, dolphin, human, something. Oh, did I have a Swedish song on this list? Cool. I thought you were an orca, though. Yeah, a lot of people think so. But I'm actually... Wait, I'm gonna show you the picture of the freaking dolphin. Because it does have the colors of an orca, but it is a dolphin, you know? It is a dolphin. Let's see. If I remember the name of the dolphin. Dolphin... Wait, dolphin race... No, I don't remember. But I had a specific image of the dolphin that I sent to the person who helped me with the design. Let's see if I remember it. Fake orca. Yeah, something like that. Let's see if I can see if I can find it again. Oh my god, there's so many dolphins, guys. There's so many. There are even pink ones. They're so cool. Oh, there we go. Striped dolphin. It's called striped dolphin. Oh. Here I am. That's my dolphin. Dolphin race. Yeah, the pink dolphins are kind of cool. They also look kind of scary, not gonna lie. That tail is kind of thick. Yeah, well, listen. I can't help that my parents' genes made me thick. They just wanted me thick, and here I am. What kind of rabbit? Lop-brand? Listen, I'm just a lab rabbit. You know those albino ones? I don't even know what kind they are. But they're always white, always albino. For some reason. The pink ones are kind of perverted and evil. Why would you say that? Lob rabbits are specifically long-eared rabbit, yeah. My floppa ears, my floppa. But anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with me today, even though we ended it on an extremely depressing note. I didn't think it would be that sad. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect that at all. And now I'm kind of just sad. Oh no. But we have watched a lot of videos, so I probably won't have any videos I want to watch tomorrow. So I promise, for all the Warframe lovers waiting for me to continue the saga, I will continue tomorrow. It's the first thing we're gonna do. I'm just gonna start a stream inside of the Warframe world, okay? I promise. I promise. Are you sure? I am sure. I am very sure. Because I want to play Warframe. I do. But now I'm gonna go and cuddle with my cats because they deserve everything. They deserve the world, the universe, the next universe, and the next over that. I love them so much. Animals are too good for us, I swear to God. We don't deserve them. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me today. Stay floofy, stay